Hi guys, dan selamat kembali ke studio Sembang bersama saya, Amy. In studio this week we have Uyaina. Hi.
Hi guys. Assalamualaikum.
I'm so happy you're here.
Oh my god, I'm happier because you invited me.
Girl, you tahu tak, okay, untuk korang yang mungkin tak tahu the history, the lore, okay, behind our friendship is that I've known you for mungkin dah 10 tahun or something like that.
About
that.
Yeah.
And 10 years ago, sebelum Amy pernah menyimpan harapan untuk jadi pengacara ataupun host, you were a host.
Yeah.
And you were, to this day, one of the best interviews yang I pernah buat is when you were doing it.
Come on, Amy, you're being modest.
No, I'm not being modest. And in that moment, I remember you had asked me, right, when she reminded me outside whether I wanted to be like a host. And I probably at the time was thinking that like, next to you, the dream would be to one day be as smart and as articulate and able to put forward. Tengok I dah cakap bahasa English. And I don't know how to say that in bahasa. I'm so sorry. Tapi macam untuk dapat bertanya dalam bahasa Melayu dengan cara yang sangat bijak, sangat bertanggungjawab, as you know. And to this day, I think that you are such an incredible woman and an inspiration.
Malu.
Yeah, so I sedikit nervous tau. This is like, okay, tak boleh salah langkah depan Uyaina. Kalau tak, I macam tak tahu nak apa with myself.
Tapi waktu tu, kalau you guys nak tahu, I tanya Amy, I cakap, you suka lagi jadi pengacara ke? You suka lagi jadi pelakon?
Yang ni I tak ingat. Mungkin
I ingat.
response
And
PR.
Cakap, I like both. I suka ni juga. So I cakap dekat you. I remember saying this. I cakap, one day you're going to have your own show with your name on it. I cakap,
Oh my God.
But now you have Studio Sembang.
I do have Studio Sembang. So we kind of made it happen lah.
Manifesting.
Big time.
Yes.
We were manifesting. Tapi today is not about me. It's about you. And I'm so excited because you have a really, really interesting, I think, life story and also interesting journey. And you've done some things that are really brave.
Aww.
Super brave. So I'm really excited to ask you about it. So kita mulakan dulu dengan your childhood.
Okay.
If that's okay. How was it? What was your childhood like?
Okay, I'm the youngest of 4 siblings. Okay, I have 2 elder brothers. Abang, kakak, lepas tu I.
Okay.
Okay, so my father was a naval officer.
Yeah.
Okay, so dia dengan tentera laut. And he travelled a lot back then. So he left us a lot until finally he left us for good. Like meninggal dunia. Oops. Rule number 1, silent your phone.
Tak apa, it's okay.
So that was in 1998. So dia meninggal dunia dekat New Zealand.
So you must have been maybe 6?
I was 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
4 or
Okay.
5. Yeah. 4-5 tahun macam tu. And we were all there dekat New Zealand. Ikut dia waktu tu. And it happened to be his last posting. Sebab he travelled a lot kan. So bila balik tu, then it's mom, Umi, my mom single-handedly raised us 4 siblings on her own. Up until now, 26 years later, she did not get married. She struggled, and now it's our time to, give her whatever years that she sacrificed for us.
Damn. That must have been really tough.
It is.
For her.
It
Do you
is.
have any memories of him?
Yeah, one of the things yang I tak boleh lupa adalah, you see, my brothers, my eldest brother waktu tu dia belajar medicine tau. So dia belajar kat Russia.
Wow.
So I remember before he got his scholarship waktu tu, kita orang macam dekat sini memang ikat perut. And then ni benda yang paling I tak boleh lupa lah. Sebab tu sekarang ni dia minta ajaib lagi. Which was dia akan gadai emas tau. So pergi kat kedai emas and then gadai emas, and then just to make ends meet lah,
Yeah.
So benda tu lah yang kind of shaped me as to who I am now.
Yeah.
With my mom especially because I'm the youngest. Adik-beradik I yang lain semua masuk hostel. Semua jauh daripada dia, lebih awal daripada I. I pun masuk hostel juga. Tapi the fact that I'm the youngest, I yang paling lama dengan dia dekat rumah. So I selalu nampak the struggles that she had to face alone. You know, being a single mom, raising 4 kids on her own, and in a small town, some more Kuala Kangsar. So benda tu lah yang sekarang ni kalau dia minta, macam teringin lah. Okay, mom. you know, we try to, me and my siblings lah, we try to provide for her as much as we can sekarang. Yeah, but growing up, it was tak ada lah langsung tak ada, but sederhana, cukup makan, cukup pakai, And my mom gave us education. Itu her topmost priority. Apa-apa yang dia buat, kita orang ni, dia make sure kita orang sekolah, belajar, keputusan cemerlang. Benda-benda tu lah yang dia shape us.
Your mom sounds like a really strong woman.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. And that terkejut sangat to hear that she would be strong, because I feel like untuk menjadikan seorang Uyaina you're really such a strong woman dengan pendirian you, the way that you think. I think it's clear that there was a really strong woman involved lah in the raising of you, kan, untuk menjadikan you the way that you are. I know that you're a law student, so you studied law. So, before we get into the law thing, what was like cita-cita you time you kecil? What did you want to be?
Okay, so soalan ni I nak cerita sikit. Kalau orang tanya my abang nak jadi apa, yang sulung, I want to be a doctor. Dia memang nak jadi doktor. Abang yang nombor 2, dia nak jadi pilot. Okay, me and my sister, kita tak, kita orang, kalau orang tanya waktu tu kita nak jadi apa? Ayam dengan itik.
Sumpah
I'm the itik.
She's the ayam.
She's the ayam.
Wow.
At that time lah. You know waktu tu macam 4-5 tahun punya soalan kan. But that was back then. So tak nak jadi ayam dan itik.
Okay, dah tukar plan.
Bila masuk sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, I wanted to become an archaeologist.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tapi mencari history, like dig the ground.
Sebab
cari
apa tau, I was
fossil.
so influenced by the mummy punya cerita.
Oh my god, itu memang zaman mami. So kita sama-sama kan. So I tengok Jurassic.
No lah, I'm older than you lah, come on.
Babe, sumpah, at one point I think cita-cita I untuk jadi paleontologist. I nak pergi cari tulang-tulang dinosaur. Tak tahulah, babe. Tahu. I think
we
banyak.
can really relate, huh?
Yeah, land before time, lost apa.
Yeah. So it was first an archaeologist.
Wow.
Lepas tu macam tengok tulang dinosaur lah, apalah.
Kan.
And then I grew up.
Ada banyak stages lah.
Yalah.
Ayam itik and then the archaeologist.
Okay. Lepas tu I wanted to become a dentist. Okay, ini right after SPM lah. I mean before SPM lah. I wanted to become a dentist. Tapi kitonyo SPM biology pula tak dapat A.
Alah.
B+.
Okay.
So
that's still very good.
It's not
good enough. Okay, faham.
So waktu isi borang UPU tu, pertama, kedua, ketiga, keempat dentistry. Tak dapat, babe. Tak dapat. You bayangkan.
Sakit hati.
Yang kelima dan keenam dan ketujuh dan ke-8 itulah baru law. Sebab waktu dekat sekolah dulu, SBPI Gopeng, I was so heavily active dalam debate.
Okay,
English
faham.
debate. So I was in the debate team, and then we went to competitions, compete dengan SBP yang lain apa semua.
Yeah.
So that's when macam gila, I can do law lah kot because of this.
Dia jadi professional debater je lah kira.
Dalam bayangan I, it's like okay, debate becoming a lawyer not so much of a difference.
Tapi sebenarnya kan macam lebih kurang
je kan. So that's why I letak dalam UPU kan kena isi 8 kan.
Faham.
Pilihan tu kan. So pilihan ke-5, ke-6, ke-7, ke-8 tu law, and apparently I got that. So I'm macam tak dapat biology sebab tak dapat dentistry sebab biology, tak dapat A macam.
Tapi dentistry tu datang dari mana, babe? Sebab your abang doktor, so macam just nak
something like that lah. Sebab I rasa macam gigi I cantik. Tak adalah.
Okay, faham.
Tak adalah. No lah. Sebab I just rasa macam cool. I rasa dentistry ni, I mean a dentist is such a cool punya profession.
Okay.
But bila fikir balik, nak kena hadap gigi orang pula. Nasib baik I tak jadi dentist.
Tapi law nak kena hadap teks tu, which is tebal and banyak nak kena baca semua tu.
Betul.
Tapi everything happens for a reason. I rasa macam untuk tengok macam your career and stuff, and last you jadi macam a host and everything, law
kind of shaped me.
Mungkin kan?
Yeah.
Maybe it does happen for a reason that way kan?
Mungkin. I would say that my law school really shaped me in terms of eloquence.
Yeah.
Gathering my thoughts.
Yeah.
Having a reason. Fact check.
Yeah.
All these things yang I learned in law school yang membentuk the host that I am today. And I thank my UM Law School. Thank you so much.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Tapi semasa you tengah belajar law, you were also really active in like theatre productions and stuff like that.
Because I tak cukup.
Faham. So how did you get into it?
Okay, so waktu dekat UM, I duduk dekat dalam college. I could not afford untuk sewa dekat luar. Okay, dekat UM pula, lah sewa macam mana. It's bandar kot. And then, even though I did get scholarship, tapi tuition fees je dah mahal, babe. So it's like half gone just for the tuition fees and the college fees and all. So yang remaining tu je lah I nak sustain for how many months per semester tu kan. So I need to be active dekat college in order for me to get a spot dekat college. So college 5 dekat UM. That's one of the things yang membuatkan I kena aktif lah untuk stay dekat college. So I tengok lah apa je yang ada. Ada palapis. You know what palapis, right? Palapis is like
what is that in English?
The college palapis. Peng 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 peng.
You want to know something? I didn't go to university.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't finish so I did A-levels, half, and then never went back to school.
Okay.
Because I start bekerja sebab,
faham.
tak cukup. So,
faham.
Yeah.
Okay, so college palapis ni macam college budak-budak. Nak kata army tak? Army, tentera tak? Tentera macam mana? Dia macam
student yang disrupt.
Dia macam bukan polis. Dia macam askar.
Wow.
Macam tu. So my college, college 5 was specifically for that.
Wow.
Exactly. Takkanlah muka ni, sis. Takkanlah muka ni. Nak kena. I couldn't even tahan for like 2 minutes because I masuk PLKN juga. So I dah faham dah dia punya struggle dia tu, yang kena rokok, yang kena kawat, yang kena bawa senjata ni semua. Tak payahlah. So palapis is a no for me already.
Yeah.
So what other options do I have? Kavita lah, theatre, carnival theatre dekat UM.
Right.
So itu dan festival seni. So I was very active in the performing arts waktu I belajar dulu. So 2 ni lah yang I banyak involved waktu belajar dulu.
And did you memang ada minat for performance? So that's good. It kind of worked.
Macam okay, TV acting and theatre acting are 2 totally different things.
Betul.
It's acting, yes, but the besar dan kecilnya lakonan tu bergantung dekat pentas tu macam mana. So kalau TV, so you need to be lagi subtle.
Betul.
Tapi pentas tu jadi lagi besar. So benda tu lah yang I first got my acting gig was from theatre lah.
Yeah. Tapi sebenarnya rasa macam theatre tu adalah macam the foundation kan of lakonan.
Betul.
So biasanya pelakon theatre dia punya cabaran bila masuk TV is you kena kecilkan you punya lakonan, which can be quite difficult.
Betul.
Tapi at the same time dia bagi satu platform yang sangat kuat juga.
Betul.
For acting on TV daripada orang contoh kalau dia punya first acting experiences on screen, that's intimidating.
Betul. So
intimidating.
That's when I first got into acting was from theatre. And last year I buat theatre balik.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dia punya nervous tu.
Nervous ke nak masuk theatre balik?
Gila weh. Oh my god.
Tapi itu macam tempat permulaan. So dia jadi macam one big circle kan?
Ya, tapi bila ingat balik buat theatre tu, and bila I buat balik last year theatre, I macam seramnya. I prefer TV. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Tapi at least theatre boleh practice. TV tu you masuk first day, you kena tahu karakter you macam mana. Dia ada pros and cons lah. Pros and cons lah kan?
Pros and cons.
Faham? Oh my gosh. Okay, so lepas you dah habis theatre, lepas you dah graduate, you entered actually a competition show which was called Pencarian Nona Manis. Right?
Tak. Dah masam lah kot. Dulu
janganlah
manis
cakap
lah
macam tu.
kot.
Janganlah cakap macam tu. Tapi this was back in 2015, was it?
Correct.
Okay.
So actually, waktu tu I masih lagi belajar.
Masih lagi belajar? Belum habis lagi?
Tak sedar diri waktu tu.
Apa yang membuatkan you rasa you nak masuk this competition?
My mom. So Pencarian Nona Manis tu, iklan dia keluar kat TV3 tau.
Right.
So iklan Pencarian Nona Manis, kami mencari bakat-bakat baru.
And it was like betul-betul iconic time tu. It was such a huge deal.
It was. Yeah. So my mom, dia nampak benda tu. I was final year waktu tu. Yang memang waktu tu kita orang kena masuk court. We need to present cases. Kita orang kena present depan judge. And the hectic schedule of being a final year law student. Tapi tak sedar diri masuk juga show tu. At first I macam hantar je lah resume.
So you did both at the same time?
At the same time.
You gila.
Gila weh. I still remember waktu final exam tu kan. Books on the floor. Like I memang tak boleh lupa benda tu. And you know what kept me going waktu tu? tolonglah, janganlah takkanlah nak kena repeat waktu tu nak menang.
Faham.
Nak menang tapi kena repeat jangan belajar betul-betul. I kept on chanting that.
Faham.
Tolonglah macam tu, and books everywhere, and then it was a struggle lah, sumpah struggle
I
gila.
can imagine.
Oh, it was crazy.
Tapi paid off juga your effort sebab bukan, you graduated obviously and you also menang. So
Alhamdulillah,
pada masa yang sama some of us tak boleh buat one at a time tau sis. So Isha, mungkin you kena slow down sikit, bagi orang lain chance kot.
Oh my goodness.
Kita tak boleh keep up dengan you.
Tapi macam nak mati weh.
Yeah, I cannot
Seriously,
imagine,
I dah
babe.
macam ni dah.
Yeah.
Luckily my sister was there, my mom was there.
And your mom macam seorang yang sangat supportive kan.
Very.
So the thing is kan, untuk seorang ibu yang memang mementingkan education,
Yeah.
she was okay with this?
Exactly.
And it was her idea.
Exactly. I tak faham at first. Rupa-rupanya dia dulu pernah ada minat to join TV, but she did not get the opportunity because she got married and my father waktu tu tak bagi dia pergi kerja.
Faham.
Okay, what more to be on TV?
Faham.
So bila ada peluang untuk one of her kids to
merealisasikan impian tu,
you know, it was just an opportunity, a chance.
Yeah.
Dia macam, hantarlah, manalah tahu. Ayat dia, manalah tahu. Dia kata macam tu.
Tapi kan, you know, moms, kadang-kadang diorang tahu tau. Kadang-kadang diorang ada macam this like sixth sense. Mungkin dia nampak, dia rasa macam, kan?
Mungkin. Macam tu lah. So, yeah. So that happened. And a struggle, yes. Paid off, alhamdulillah, yes.
100%.
Yeah, and
100%.
that's when I started to be in the industry as a host.
Faham.
I was given the opportunity from that show.
How was it for you untuk masuk pertandingan macam tu? I feel like it can be quite intimidating juga kan, dengan ramai, and it's a competitive environment. And of course you nak menila, tapi at the same time it is a lot of pressure.
Intimidating would be an understatement. I felt that it was
Threatening. Sumpah.
Because you at that time I was like budak hingusan yang I tak tahu how the industry works.
Faham.
Okay, I was still studying. I tak pernah merasa duit. I tak tahu bekerja tu macam mana. Banyak benda yang I tak tahu. I was so naive to a point yang I okay je. Whatever people put on me, whatever people did to me, whatever payment that I received, okay je. Sebab I was so naive yang tak tahu langsung apa-apa. Yeah. Tapi benda tu jugalah yang shaped and kita belajar kan.
Yeah.
So how many years was it just now?
It's like 2015, I think.
Nearly 10 years, I would say, right?
Yeah.
So nearly 10 years, 9 years tu benda tu yang banyak membentuk and you know ajar I lah.
Faham. Dia susah untuk jadi like a new person in an industry where you macam belum ada exposure tu lagi, sebab itulah the type of person yang selalu akan jadi di tempat, di mengambil kesempatan atas individu tersebut kan.
Betul.
When you don't know enough.
Betul.
And tak ada protection sangat, because kadang-kadang
Betul.
untuk mencari seorang manager semua tu adalah satu hal in
Betul.
itself.
I don't even know ada manager.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like macam
Betul, faham.
macam tu. And nama-nama yang host Nona before that was Fazia Gauss. Memang right sebelum I was Fazia Gauss.
Yeah.
Sebelum Fazia Gauss was Nilofa and Farah Fauzana.
Those are big shoes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then before that ada Vanida Imran.
Yeah.
And then Puan Sri Normala Samsudin. So iconic. Everyone knew her.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of journalism and being a host, TV3 yang dikenali dan disayangi ramai.
Yeah.
You know, these are the names yang
Yeah.
I need to
Macam you
place
need
myself.
to on that level lah kan.
Yeah, untuk sampai ke tahap itu. Up until now pun I rasa I belum lagi sampai ke tahap itu. Honestly, because they left such a huge imprint on the show.
Yeah.
Yang membuatkan kita rasa macam, Uyaina ni siapa? Macam mana dia ni, who is a nobody, boleh host program yang sebesar dan segah ini? Because Nona is
A huge
program wanita yang you know disegani, dihormati, and you know a lot of people know Nona.
Yeah.
So benda tu lah yang challenge for me lah, to place and position myself seiring dengan nama-nama besar yang sebelum ni.
But you macam dari apa yang I nampak, we've never properly got into like chit-chat in depth. Tapi from what I see is you're not somebody that's afraid of like a challenge ataupun untuk jadi seorang yang berani in a situation. Like before we even enter the Nona and your job hosting untuk Nona kan. If we go back to pencarian Nona Manis for a second. Your final assessment, you decided to do like the theme of rape in marriage, right? And when I read this, I macam agak terkejut because I would assume that macam biasanya kan entertainment we are always known for cuba untuk menjadi diterima ataupun we try to have like the least controversial opinions. Kita tak suka sentuh topik-topik sensitif yang boleh macam jadi divisive in any situation. And you went for it, babe. And honestly, respect because I would imagine like, were you not scared at the time of like, because this type of choice could have, in a different universe, could have cost you the win.
Betul.
What made you choose that topic?
I rasa because that topic is a topic yang women, it's a taboo topic tau.
Super.
Kita, especially in the Malay culture, kita takkan, address that issue. We are taught to be submissive regardless. So, and at that time pun, belajar law ni, we learn various aspects of the law. So it falls under criminal law, and benda tu I have a passion for it. And then intertwine with syariah law, yang I tak belajar syariah law sebenarnya. I belajar hanya the civil law. Okay? So it's something yang I rasa macam, this would carry weight for me in the show. Okay? Sebab one, tak ramai orang akan cakap pasal isu tu. Number two, sepatutnya isu tu diperkatakan. Okay. And number three, I got my law friends to do the acting for me as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So dalam that short skit tu, apart from telling what is perkosaan dalam perkahwinan and all, so adalah I buat what do we call it? Mock-up
like a skit?
Like a skit
kan?
Yeah. So I panggil lah kawan-kawan law I tu untuk berlakon jadi wanita yang dianiaya dalam kes ni. So for me that was the starting point lah. Yeah, mainly because I rasa macam it's something yang perempuan patut tahu, tapi tak ramai orang akan cakap pasal topik tu. Yeah. But thank God it didn't cost me the win lah.
I mean, that's a decision that I wish I could have done something that brave in my career. Because I think it really takes somebody yang sangat powerful, educated, smart, brave. This is a brave thing. So for me, untuk you masuk Nona selepas ni, and I understand that there are big names there, but I believe that you are the type of personality that deserves to have that platform. Because kalau you nak jadi seorang yang kerja on TV, especially I think as a host, your personal opinion, the way that you carry yourself and you portray it, so important.
It is.
Because essentially you're raising a generation.
Betul. Yeah. Especially waktu I buat Nona tu, okay, Amy, you mesti tahu kan yang live shows dengan recorded are two totally different things.
Completely.
Kan? So waktu I buat Nona tu, it's a good starting point for me. Sebab I started off with program yang scripted and recorded. So kalau kita salah ke, kita fumble ke apa benda ke, producer tak puas hati ke, you cakap tak best
boleh buat balik.
Faham. Okay, you can always have 10 take pun tak apa. Okay, but kalau boleh tak payahlah kan. 10 take
I mean,
kenapa kan.
kesianlah dekat abang yang tengah nak kena edit nanti kan.
Yeah. So, but you have that liberty. Okay, kalau you tersalah, you boleh. You boleh. Dan you boleh lagi. But once I buat Wanita Hari Ini, it's a totally different ball game. Waktu tu, I dengan budak hingusannya sebab I buat Nona dan Wanita Hari Ini in the same year. 2016, 2016. Bila buat program live, nak kena dengar FM cakap apa, kita nak kena alert dengan guest kita cakap apa, kita kena co-host kita, FM dekat depan lagi, producer dekat telinga. So, a lot of things happening at one time, and at the same time, you need to be this orang, pengacara yang berkaliber.
Of course.
Apa you cakap tu tak melanggar sensitivity. Orang, apa yang you address tu, isu-isu tu, you tahu isu-isu semasa yang sedang berlaku dekat negara kita dan juga luar negara. And you kenal you punya tetamu. Kalau tak kenal sekalipun, you ada keinginan untuk bertanya. Dan soalan-soalan yang you tanya ni bukan hanya untuk diri you, tapi you mewakili orang yang menonton. Benda-benda tu yang I kena belajar cepat. Dan waktu tu host yang ada kat show tu, 2 je waktu tu. Fiza Sabjahan dan Hazrina Kasim. They are like 10 years senior than me. Tak mungkinlah dia orang akan lower their standard for me to be on the show.
Ya, faham.
I yang kena buckle up untuk reach the par that they have set. So sebab itulah I kena cepat, belajar cepat. Macam tu.
Super intimidating.
Very gila.
Macam mana you membina confidence like in a situation like this? Sebab I rasa macam benda ni, especially at the beginning of your career. I mean, kita belum masuk the next couple of topics, but you fast track at the start of your career. It was like satu success, lepas tu another one, dan semua dalam like almost even different markets at some point. Yang quickly.
Think of it.
And you kena macam catch up dengan laju, babe. And you did it. I mean, like, you never let yourself down sepanjang this track record kan. Tapi how did you do it multiple times? Like, what is the secret of, untuk kita lah, untuk orang yang mungkin tengah mendengar kat luar sana, like when you walk into a room and you do feel this like, alamak, I yang paling baru dekat sini, lagi apa? More than that, I'm also the youngest in the room. You akan rasa macam the odds are really stacked against you. Macam mana you membina your confidence ataupun kepercayaan dalam diri sendiri? Is it preparation? What is it?
Preparation, yes. And knowledge. I rasa macam kalau kita nak ada confidence in something, whatever we do, what more to host, you kena ada knowledge, ilmu, you kena belajar, you kena study, you kena buat research, you kena kenal orang yang you nak interview ni siapa, background dia macam mana. Tak adalah setiap kali tu I akan background check.
Yeah.
Tidak. Tapi it's important untuk kita value knowledge tu. It's important kita ni sebagai pengantara yang apa yang kita nak tanya orang tu disampaikan sebaik mungkin kepada pendengar.
Faham?
Benda tu. So, kalau kita hanya cakap kosong, benda tu tak best. Dia jadi tak sedap. Sesiapa sahaja boleh bercakap. You can put anyone in front of the TV, talk. Okay? In front of the camera, talk, cakap. Tapi to have someone yang cakap dengan ada weight, ada knowledge. That's how I think yang membuatkan I kena belajar, kena buat research, kena tahu sebelum I pergi live shows. Kalau tak, I takut. Kalau I takut, I tak boleh mengacara dengan baik. Kalau I tak boleh mengacara dengan baik, I tak boleh last for a very long time and I would not become relevant.
100%.
Yeah, so that's what at the back of my head.
Yeah.
I mesti, I wajib. So, I would say Wanita Hari ni really shaped me because I interview people from different walks of life. Different background. Daripada menteri, kepada tukang buat kuih, kepada pelakon, penyanyi, pengacara, selebriti, mak andam. Siapa je yang I tak interview dekat Wanita Hari ni. So semua I interview. Different people. So bila different people, dia dapat different ragam. Benda tu yang akan mengajar you on how to handle the situation. How to ask without monopolying without taking charge of the show yang you je yang nak
bercakap.
How? Yes.
Yeah.
How do you give that? The give and take. How do you ask? And how do you listen? Benda-benda tu yang of course belajar along the way.
Yeah. And you of course akan terserempak dengan many different personalities. Akan ada yang macam datang dengan nak tahu diorang nak cakap apa. So it's very easy. Sebab you macam, okay silakan. Okay silakan. I facilitate je untuk you kan. Tapi akan ada juga yang macam, oh you really kena korek the story. And what is your favourite kind of situation? And kalau you terserempak contohnya dengan seorang yang mungkin ada story yang sangat menarik, tapi susah untuk dia nak keluarkan benda tu. How do you handle that?
That's the most challenging part for a host.
Yeah.
Betul tak, Amy? Kalau macam you tanya kan, kalau cuba you tanya I something, just ask me anything.
Okay, so how did you get them to answer their life stories or open up and be less defensive about their story?
I tanya je.
Baiklah, terima kasih untuk menonton. Ya, you kan rasa macam
you faham kan?
Faham.
It's so difficult untuk buat orang cakap.
Ya, faham.
Cakap.
Ya. Cakap je lah.
Tapi dia tak cakap.
Yeah.
So, I dengan Abang Faharin lah selalu. Abang Faharin selalu macam, guest tu akan macam, betul lah tu.
Yeah. And then?
Dan, you know, dan,
yeah.
sambung lah lagi cerita lah. We want to hear your story
betul.
kan. So, benda tu yang kita kena pandai goreng lah.
Yeah.
So, kita feed diorang jawapan tu.
Faham.
Contoh macam cara nak buat kuih ni memang kita kena jemur dulu ke ikan ni.
And then hopefully dia akan jawab, ya betul. Kita gunakan dengan
betul. So kalau dia cakap betul. Jadi berapa lama nak kena jemur dekat bawah matahari ni?
Yeah.
So you need to be creative.
Betul.
And benda ni of course lah, you tak boleh lah belajar in like sehari live you dah terus power benda ni, tak.
Faham.
It takes years and years of practice. I awal-awal dulu pun, ya Allah Tuhanku.
You seorang je kot yang akan rasa benda tu. Bisa pakai kita semua akan jadi paling critical.
Tak.
You sure?
Yeah, I was so bad. When I think it goes for everyone juga lah. You know, when you baru buat something and then you rasa takut and all those things, you know, very conscious. Semua orang tengok, you know, it's a live show. You can, jangan buat salah. Now kalau I tu buat salah waktu live, I just laugh about it. Honestly. So it takes experience and maturity juga to handle the situation.
100%.
Yeah.
And kadang-kadang bila kita baru, sometimes it's a psychological thing juga kan.
Betul.
Kita punya tak yakin dengan diri sendiri tu sebenarnya yang menghalang kita daripada membuat sesuatu. It's not like you can't. It's just that you're overthinking.
Betul.
Kan?
Yeah. Macam you, bila you host big shows kan, you mesti ada rasa that,
babe, I don't even want. I'm so like honestly kan, I macam paling.
You did well, okay, on ME. Come on.
I really tried, and then I looked at my co-host and I'm like, I really imposter syndrome teruk. Like, what am I doing here? Right? Like, I don't know. I'll just stand here and smile and hopefully the audience rasa I cute lah. Cukup lah. Okay,
First of all, you are cute, and second of all, you did well. Okay,
I hope so. But I was like just trying to be the cute. I'm like sekurang-kurangnya my outfit slays.
Oh yes,
So
your
thank you.
makeup was on point.
Thanks, girl.
Yes.
Yelah, tak tahu macam mana nak cakap. Tapi okay, so after you dah start dengan Nona, you did WHI, you also did like a couple of other shows. So dikira macam you were doing really well. People suka bekerja dengan you. And you were getting opportunities and stuff like that. And you decided untuk masuk another competition. And this was iconic. So, walaupun it's been a while, right, since this happened, I remember seeing this on social media. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? What? Okay, so you masuk Puteri Muslimah Asia, which, to be honest, I don't think I had ever seen, tak pernah nampak coverage about this specific competition or program before you entered and won.
Yeah.
And it's like a really big deal because this is not a local thing though. This is like an international, like there's many other countries that take part, obviously across Asia, and I think there were 18 other participants.
Betul.
Wow. And you won it.
Yes, somehow.
What's that face? Dia dah macam macam yelah. Macam yelah. But I thought it was so cool. And okay, I have so many questions about this because I think pada permulaannya dari segi macam my pemahaman of the situation, I've never linked Muslimah and pageant.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons lah.
Exactly.
Right? So what made you decide untuk nak masuk dalam this pertandingan, and how did you find out about what's the story from your point of view?
Waktu tu my contract with Nona was ending.
Okay.
So I did not want to become a staff.
Faham.
Okay, I tak nak masuk office, punch in, punch out. I tak nak benda tu. So I resigned from TV3, from Media Prima. So it's more of a what's next for me. So I went to a lot of castings, I went to auditions, be it for TV shows, be it for online platforms. I pergi je semua. Ada satu platform tu I tak ingat apa sampai dia cakap, you buat Nona and then you datang kat kita orang punya audition untuk this online thing. Cakap, yeah, why not? For experience. Why not? For knowledge. For exposure. I cakap kan back then. So this was one of it lah. So, what is this? Puteri Muslimah Asia? A pageant? Yet Islamic? How?
Macam
mana? Macam mana?
Yeah, faham.
Yeah. So, I was called to go to the audition, okay, by a very good friend of mine, Rahman. Rahman waktu tu dia kerja dengan Partner Productions. So, apparently, this show was the first ever. Sebab tu you tak pernah dengar before this.
Patutlah.
I was the first winner. And until now, belum lagi turunkan tata dekat orang lain.
Oh, so you just the winner forever, babe. This is a good thing. Tak payah turunkan tata tu. It's yours. Buat selama-lamanya.
No, that happened for Nona. After Nona Manis, I did not have any successor.
See?
Tak ada.
Do you know how iconic that is? Babe, because you tahu tak kenapa? Sebab tak ada orang boleh replace you.
Tak ada lah.
Sumpah, sis.
Diorang dah buat audition dah for the second Puteri Muslimah. COVID happened. So they
it wasn't meant to
with
be.
me with the one and only.
It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be.
So yeah. So I went to the audition. 3 perwakilan daripada Malaysia.
3 perwakilan daripada Malaysia?
Ya, 3.
Sekejap. Okay, so dah cukup susah you kena berlawan dengan orang daripada negara lain. Kena berlawan dengan orang daripada negara sendiri juga.
I know,
wow,
right?
Stres
gila, I tell you.
What?
So, okay, so bila I masuk show tu, I cakap, oh my god, negara apa je yang ada?
Yeah.
Malaysia, Indonesia, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
Brunei, Singapore, Timor-Leste, and Turkey.
Oh, great. That's a variety.
Exactly. You know, Turkey can ada the Asia part of it and
the European part of it.
So bila minah-minah Turki ni
so
datang,
Asia tu pun dia macam Asia, Turkey it's Asia, yeah.
They claim it as the Asian part lah, you know, macam tu, being partly Asia. So that's why it's Puteri Muslimah Asia, so Turkey can join. So they are privileged lah because they have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So bila minah-minah Turki ni datang, I dah macam, I nak balik sekarang tak? Tolong tak? Tak boleh lah lawan dia, orang cantik gila lah, tolong lah. Memang cantik gila Amy. I tell you straight up. Memang macam Barbie doll. It's like a walking Barbie doll.
Faham?
Cantik nak mampus. Memang lawa gila. I dah nak balik dah. I cakap, macam mana nak ambil dengan dia ni? Tak apalah. Stay je lah. Macam tu kan. Yeah. So, each country perwakilannya ada 3 orang. Yeah, so as you are aware of any beauty pageant punya show, dia ada prelims, top 10, top 5, top 3, and then the winner. So it's
like ada rounds
stages
kan?
Stages.
I remember there was a final question. I remember watching a video on social media, probably on your social media, and you were answering the final question.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember exactly what the content was, but I was like, this girl, she's gonna get it. she's gonna get it. Duh.
I wore a very big skirt.
I remember it was very much giving like princess.
Yeah, it's so princessy.
Yeah.
Beneath that big skirt was a shaky leg.
Tak apa.
Dia
cannot
macam
see. They cannot see. Yeah, nobody would have guessed.
Oh my god, so scary lah. I honestly, kalau orang bagi I berapa banyak duit pun, I don't want to relive that moment dah lah.
Seriously?
Cukup.
Okay, apa yang di antara yang paling mencabar untuk masuk a competition like that? Like what was the round? Okay, understand?
Mental preparation.
Faham?
So, you kena jawab soalan yang diberikan pada waktu itu secara langsung dan ada timer. Timer tu ada nampak depan mata you. And then soalan tu, dia tanya you directly waktu itu. So, it's how well can you answer, how smart can you be within the allocated time. Dalam masa yang diberikan ni, betapa bagus you boleh jawab.
Yeah.
So, soalan yang I kena tu was about mazhab. So, dalam Islam ada 4 mazhab yang berbeza and all. I went to the place where dekat Egypt waktu tu, I memang baru balik holiday. Tak adalah baru balik, I pernah pergi lah, you know, like 2 years before that show, I pergi holiday dengan kawan-kawan I, where there's this masjid yang ada 4 mazhab kat situ.
Yeah.
So I answered based on my experience lah. And that kind of membuatkan I menang somehow.
Ilmu tu kot.
Mungkin.
Yeah.
Mungkin.
I would argue that something like this sebenarnya yang melibatkan something as sensitive and as powerful as religion is way harder than like a traditional pageant. Because contoh kan, I besar quite like a pageant fan jugalah. Because you see the questions they ask you, like, you know, what is your plan for you know, whatever. And then the answer is like, you know, world peace. you boleh jawab dengan cara yang paling ambiguous. Sebab benda tu is a subjective thing.
Betul.
Tapi bila dia berdasarkan agama ataupun the question has you know, religious content, dia jadi okay, subjective, subjection to your interpretation, but at the same time there are certain non-negotiables in religion.
Betul.
So you really have to be so educated.
Or you just need to visit the place. I don't know.
Tapi you visit the place, tak tentu you pay attention and you properly, you know, like you have to be the type of person that really, how to say, represents your faith in a very accurate way.
Yeah.
So,
benda tu was intimidating lah. And you dapat soalan tu direct macam tu, within the specified time given, you nak kena jawab. And macam mana you nak convey. Jawapan dia very simple je. For me, I cakap, kita kena, you know, kita kena bersederhana dalam apa sahaja yang kita percaya dan pegang dan kehidupan seharian kita. Kita tak boleh terlalu ekstrim, kalau tak kita akan jadi ekstremist. Kita tak boleh terlalu laid back, kalau tak kita langsung tak ada pegangan tu. So we need to be at a position yang kita sederhana dalam apa-apa sahaja yang kita buat. So kita tahu apa yang betul dan apa yang tidak, tanpa melangkaui batas-batas yang terlalu, terpaling. Benda-benda tu. So that was my answer sebenarnya. But in order to complete within the time given, sebab tak kena potong markah.
Dengan dia punya stress, dengan dia.
So I cerita lah, dulu I pernah pergi holiday dekat tempat ni. And then apparently dekat masjid tu ada 4 mazhab.
Kalau jawab terlalu direct pun tak boleh.
Tak boleh.
So you kena memenuhi masa. Ingat kalau dia bagi you 2 minit, you jawab dalam 10 saat lagi extra brownie points. Wow.
No. So waktu I jawab tu, and then just nice untuk I tengok, okay lagi 3, okay dah boleh wrap up dah ni. Dah macam 10 seconds, towards the last 10 seconds, okay dah boleh wrap up dah ni. So jawapan saya dah ended. So it's like just sweet. You tak terkurang dan you tak terlebih-lebih.
Babe, kalau you boleh buat, contoh lah, sorry lah, kalau you buat 𝙀𝙊𝙇𝙍 dengan the producer in your ear like, okay, commercial in 5, tiba-tiba you tengah halfway through. Of course you can do this. It's perfect for you.
Yeah, I rasa sebab tu lah dia macam my stars are aligned kot. Dia macam I dah ada experience kat sini
for you.
Dia macam dah ada experience here, and then dah pernah masuk competition before that. It was similar to waktu Nona Manis juga. And the funny part was, salah seorang juri waktu tu was Abang Farin Ahmad. And then he became my co-host dekat Wanita Hati. You faham tak? Dia jadi macam, you were my jury back then.
Wow.
So it's,
Wow.
But honestly, I tak nak buat dah. Enough. The mental torture, I tell you. Torture tau. Especially you nampak all the faces in front of you. Nampak all the cameras with the blinking red lights. You nampak audience. You nampak your negara punya flag.
Dia jadi pressure juga because you also membawa nama negara.
Betul. So when they put the sash on me, kat situ lah I dah macam, oh my god, ni wakil negara tu. Ni bukan benda besya-besya yang you boleh buat besya-besya. Tak boleh. So you memang kena perform.
And you punya performance so good sampai sekarang dia tak boleh ganti you. Tapi that was, I remember that being like such a cool thing. And I rasa everything is meant to be good, right?
Mungkin.
If you could go back in time pada ketika itu, is there anything you would have done differently?
During the shows?
No, as in like during specifically Puteri Muslimah Asia.
No.
I mean, what would you change? You want it. Right?
I know, right?
It was meant to be that way.
You know, macam I cakap, the mental torture, the pressure, the whatever, it comes with the package. You tak boleh menang dengan cara menang secara senang sangat. You need to have that struggle so that when you win, you're gonna savor the moment. You akan rasa macam, ya Allah, finally. All your hard work. Macam I cerita kat you tadi, my books all over the floor. Bila diorang announce I'm the winner, benda tu yang ada dekat at the back of my head. I'm macam, ya Allah, paid off. This struggle, the blood, sweat and tears yang you dah berikan selama ni, paid off. So it became meaningful. So I wouldn't change anything if you ask me. The camaraderie yang I developed with the girls up until today.
You guys are still in touch?
Masih. Itu yang mahal bagi I. And the opportunities that I dapat daripada show tu besar. And that's also how I kickstart my career dekat Indonesia.
That was the thing I was going to ask you about next. Sebab I nampak macam in the susunan of like your life and your career, selepas ni, you terus masuk hosting dekat Indonesia. And bukan satu tau. You did 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 musim 2. Then you did the Academy Asia musim 4, 5 dan 6. And then you did also Persona Pengantin. And then you did Malaysia, Golden Memories Asia. So you did so much in Indonesia after this. Which is amazing. All of these opportunities punca dia datang daripada your win.
Betul.
Wow.
So lepas I menang Puteri Muslimah Asia, they gave Rahman a call asking whether I'm interested to host their show. 𝙀𝙀𝙖 is Academy Sahur. Waktu Ramadan, program waktu sahur, pukul 2 sampai pukul 5 pagi, Amy. I'm not kidding you. It's like, what even in Malaysia, show pukul 2 sampai pukul 5 pagi waktu sahur tu. It's the highest rating show at that time.
Okay, I tak terkejut because it's a sahur show kan. So everybody's waking up for sahur. They're like, okay, pasang TV lah, kita semua sahur together, right?
Tapi they live every single pagi sahur, pukul 2 sampai pukul 5 pagi. So my call time is at 12.
So, but you're awake way before sahur, kan? Obviously, you're
Yeah.
awake before like normal people's time to wake up for sahur because
So, I
you're
jadi-
ready.
Betul. I jadi macam burung hantu lah.
So you,
Siang I macam I tidur.
she buka puasa, she pergi, she pergi studio, she start set up.
Betul.
Wow.
That's the routine.
Dan sekejap, okay, bila you hosting dekat Indonesia, you bercakap dalam bahasa Indonesia?
I bercakap dalam bahasa Melayu, bahasa
Okay.
Indonesia, bahasa Inggeris.
Tak bagi orang lain chance langsung dia.
Balik
Penat lah babe. Balik sekarang. Kejap lagi kalau dia start hosting dalam bahasa Mandarin ke apa, kita semua quit je lah. Yeah.
Pokok ayu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Sebab okay, here's the thing about Indonesia punya show. Diorang suka buat peringkat Asia. So bila ada peringkat Asia,
Yeah, semua ada nama Asia. That's why I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
So whenever ada Asia, di situlah ada muka I. You know?
Faham.
Because one, diorang dapat peluang untuk panggil this another host from a different country.
Faham.
And I boleh bercakap bahasa Inggeris juga. So daripada aksi Asia tu, it's a Ramadan show. Diorang panggil I untuk Dangdut Academy Asia.
Yeah.
So followers Dangdut Academy yang selama ni tu, diorang memang macam minat gila Dangdut Academy. Sebelum, you kenal Rina Nose, right? Yang sekarang buat The Hardest Ini Show dengan Nabil.
Yes, I do.
Big Stage dengan Kak Lina.
Yes.
Before this was her.
I see.
So bila dia tak buat, I yang buat. Another big shoes to fill in. You know, she's so damn talented.
Faham.
Yeah, so bila diorang panggil I buat aksi Asia tu, somehow dia panggil lagi I untuk buat Dangdut Academy Asia. That year, tahun depan tu diorang panggil lagi I untuk buat show Golden Memories. Panggil lagi I untuk buat. So I must have done something right. I selalu fikir macam tu.
Yeah.
I must have done something right. Or I must have been positioned right. Sebab I'm not funny. Okay? I bukan orang Indonesia. I tak boleh carry show tu sendiri.
I don't know if it's positioning though. Mungkin apa yang I rasakan is like for shows like, for example, right, Academy Sahur. This is probably a show that anyone who is Muslim across the region would watch.
Betul.
This is not something yang diorang akan bagi kepercayaan semudah itu kot, sebab I'm pretty sure the viewers are insane. Kalau kita punya viewership dekat Malaysia yang size kita sangat kecil lah bandingkan dengan Indonesia, kita punya viewers dah banyak dah tu. Lepas tu tambah lagi pula dengan Indonesia, dengan Brunei, dengan Singapore. And itu is just like if we're counting our closest related neighbours kan.
Betul.
You can imagine the amount of like pressure and tanggungjawab yang memang akan terletak di atas bahu seorang host untuk program sebesar ini.
Betul.
And they asked you to do it many times. So clearly you definitely did something right. I tak rasa it's a positioning thing, sebab position dia macam mana pun kalau you tak dapat deliver, tak kot. Kalau I seorang producer kan,
selalu buat macam nak nangis lah.
No lah, tapi seriously lah, I rasa macam credit where credit is due, babe. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, buat Academy Sahur, buat Dangdut Academy, back to back, Golden Memories, singing competition. So from program agama pergi program dangdut, program pagi. Diorang dekat sana, host diorang sebegitu tau Amy. Diorang bukan specific to one program sahaja. They are so flexible yang diorang boleh handle various types of shows.
Wow.
Agama boleh, program kanak-kanak boleh, program dangdut boleh, nyanyian pop boleh. Apa?
Diorang tak ada typecasting ke? Macam sebagai seorang host, kadang-kadang you have like the serious host, then you have the like comedians, and then they do their thing, and I don't want to get involved, right?
Yeah.
So diorang memang kena fasih dalam beberapa jenis hosting yang ada.
Betul.
Wow.
And sebab I cakap positioning tadi tu, sebab dekat sana I ada 4 lagi host lain. Seorang is the anchor. Okay, kalau Dangdut Academy ni Abang Irfan. Ni dia he is so talented yang he can host any show.
Wow.
Any show. And then ada Abang Ramzi. He knows how to spice things up. Okay? How to provoke where it's necessary nak kena provoke. Bila benda tu macam dia hamba, macam mana dia nak, you know,
Dia yang spice it up.
Yes,
Okay,
nak hangatkan balik. And then another host is Gilang Dirga. Abang Gilang ni, dia power dia macam Rina Nose versi lelaki.
Wow.
He can impersonate. He's a comedian. He can host. He can sing. He can act. So damn versatile.
Yeah.
Lepas tu I, waktu yang Dangdut Academy 4, So I dekat situ, as of course saya as a penyeri, the one girl there, and then I ada advantage dari segi bahasa. So bila ada contestants dari Malaysia, Brunei, or even Singapore, yang kena cakap bahasa Melayu, okay, it's me. Ataupun yang kena cakap bahasa Inggeris, it's me. So bila orang tambah lagi contestants from Philippines, and then ada Thailand.
So dia akan jadi tanggungjawab you juga dalam bahasa Inggeris kan?
Yes. So lepas I, ada lagi seorang host daripada Thailand.
Wow.
He's not a host to begin with. He was a contestant.
Ni betul-betul show peringkat Asia, babe.
Betul. So whenever ada Thai punya contestants ke, yang ada pasal diorang punya bahasa ke, diorang punya culture ke, makanan ke, apa ke, so he'll take over lah. So that's why I cakap positioning.
Cool. Yeah, faham.
Ini yang I rasa producer dekat program Indonesia fikir, and perhaps they also got the budget to place 4-5 hosts on one stage. Berapa banyak
pull in contestant daripada beberapa different countries yang semua berbahasa lain, yang kena fly in dulu kat sana.
Betul.
The host juga.
Betul.
Wow, it's a lot.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But like macam during this time, you dah mewakili Malaysia, and I know you've got a lot of ties to Malaysia. You are Malaysian, obviously. Did you ever consider macam betul-betul nak commit to a different market dari segi macam maybe, I don't know, try something else in the Indonesian market, move there?
The thought was there back then, but macam mana, to leave everything here and just, pindah ke sana tu. And sure, diorang pun seasonal. It's not all year long.
Faham.
So there are gaps in the year. So kalau ada gaps, say bulan 10, 11, 12 I kat Indonesia, and then puasa I kat Indonesia. But bulan-bulan yang lompong tu, yang tak ada buat apa-apa, tak apa I nak buat.
Faham. Sebab keluarga semua kat sini kan?
Betul. So kalau I balik, I can do some things here, and I can also
do things there.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going back and forth. Yeah, even Wanita Hari ni pun I still host other programs, and while I'm here, I buat acting, apa yang I boleh buat kat sini, I buat.
It's quite tiring,
in fact,
kan?
I pernah acting kat sana juga tau.
What?
Kalau you cakap what tadi tu kan, dia macam ni. Zoom. I'm not kidding you. It's manual zoom. It's not like the editing zoom. It's the camera. Zoom. Wow. I dah merasa tu.
Macam
ada pengalaman tu.
My God.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the show called?
It's
How
an
did
FTV.
I miss this?
It's an FTV. FTV ni dia macam dia orang punya program drama yang macam harian yang macam itulah.
That's so cool.
But I tak ambil yang episod macam. You know lah, dia orang kan ada banyak 500-600 ribu episod kan.
Itu macam baik you sign
tak payahlah
forever lah.
Macam kan.
Yeah,
so
it's a 6-year contract.
I tried to do that 1-2 episodes, and okay lah, dah dapat pengalaman tu.
Best tak?
Okay lah, it's a different experience lah. It's a different experience yang I rasa macam sutradara kat sana, they are very fast moving, fast paced. Yang kru dia orang pun cepat, semua benda cepat. Macam tu.
That sounds quite overwhelming lah sebenarnya.
It is. So I dah banyak pengalaman lah kan.
My gosh. Yeah, actually that's
seronok.
Tapi dia seronok lah. At least you dapat tahu like betul-betul what's the perbezaan, what's out there.
Betul.
At least you have this info daripada orang yang macam tak pernah tahu, nak try tapi tak sure macam mana nak sampai. But it's a rezeki thing kan.
Betul.
But I think there is a difference in terms of mungkin audience. Right? And macam mana sokongan terhadap industri sendiri.
Betul.
Maybe do you feel like there's a difference in the way that Indonesia does it and versus Malaysia in terms of how we support our own karya? Ataupun our own shows, our own hosts, our own products.
I would say kalau dekat Indonesia, I sangat-sangat dihargai. Karyawan di sana sangat-sangat dihargai. I tengok macam I was a nobody, Amy. I datang tu sebagai seorang asing yang tak ada apa-apa. I tak tahu macam mana I boleh diterima di sana. Honestly, I tak tahu. Indonesia kenal 3 nama besar ni je. Datuk Seri Siti Nurhaliza, Amy Search.
Amy Search satu dunia.
Sheila Majid.
Satu dunia. Especially Japan.
3 ni je, Amy.
Wow.
I'm not placing myself sama macam diorang. Tidak. Tetapi to be able to penetrate into Indonesia market.
It's so hard.
Susah. I sampai sekarang I tak tahu apalah yang I buat.
And diorang macam they're very like protective of their industry as well. So that's why macam untuk penetrate Indonesian market tu sangat susah. It's because they are proud of their culture, their language.
Betul.
you know, their heritage.
So when you are given the chance and opportunity tu yang it feels surreal lah. Macam betul ni. You know, the pinching moments macam banyak kali. Tapi the homesick moments pun banyak juga.
I can
Sebab
imagine.
you know, I pergi waktu tu, I pergi awal-awal my mum follow I. Tapi kesian lah Amy. Show sampai pukul berapa. Dia kena duduk tunggu. Dia tidur. So the the next show tu I dah pandai sikit lah. I hire lah orang jadi PAI. So my mum kalau dia ikut pun it's dia punya own choice. Dia nak ikut ke, dia tak nak ke.
Dia tak payah stay the whole
Ya,
time.
betul.
At least
Sebab she's worried.
flexible.
Anak perempuan dia seorang di negara orang buat show entertainment.
The baby of the family pula tu.
Exactly. Yeah. So
tapi she must have been so proud. Can you imagine this all
my
started sebabkan idea dia nak masuk
crazy, right?
Nona Manis.
Yeah. Everything that I am today and everything that I think I will be is all because of her.
Of course.
Dia lah yang, you know, paved the way for me, yang dengan ayat dia yang manalah tahu. Now it's my career. It's me. It defines who I am now.
That's so awesome. So as you were saying, sambil you buat like all of, you know, these things, not just in Indonesia, you were also hosting in Malaysia, and you're hosting, you've done everything lah. Everything lah. I mean, I tak payah satu-satu ya babe, sebab setiap satu everything. Okay. Tapi what I can say is that the one that you've been the most like committed to, the most because I think the thing is with hosting, right, is that as you said, like in Indonesia, for example, you have to be super versatile and do all of the different things. In Malaysia, I think sometimes ada setengah host yang buat benda tu, but usually they're quite like committed to their own
genre.
Genre. So akan ada yang comedy, akan ada yang
betul.
macam serious, akan ada yang just tak tahulah sebenarnya I buat apa dekat atas pentas ni. Harap outfit I slay. Correct? So
and it did slay, girl.
Thank you. So semua orang ada macam branding dia sendiri.
Betul.
Tapi the one that you were really like known for here and you've stuck to and never moved on from really until now even is 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎.
Yeah.
What is so special about this show for you?
The fact that it's my playground in hosting.
Faham.
Yeah. Sebab orang macam, okay, even though I think I have proven myself that I can also buat entertainment to Indonesia. I buat meletop, I buat a lot of other family duo. Even the family duo was not one of my most proudest hosting gigs because I did it alone, and it's something yang you kena sedar diri juga. I think kalau waktu I buat family duo the first season dulu, I had a partner, I think it would be less cringy and it would be more successful. Okay, so itu one of the lessons yang I belajar daripada buat family duo solo. Okay, so lepas-lepas tu banyak yang I kena sedar diri. I kena tahu strength I apa, kekuatan I apa, and how to place and position myself. It's very important in me. Yeah, so wanita hari ini ni dia macam, I can say it's part of my DNA, yes. Because that's where I started. Bolehlah dikatakan, kan? And the fact that, macam I cakap tu lah, I get to interview people from different backgrounds. Daripada sebesar-besarnya ke sekecil-kecilnya, pelbagai jenis, dan dia mengajar I untuk menjadi host yang pentingkan bahasa dan tata bahasa.
Dari segi
kita orang tak boleh cakap bahasa kita orang tak boleh sebab it's a magazine program. Kalian, so you kena guna proper Malay language yang tak boleh bunyi terlalu skema dan terlalu buku Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka, tetapi you masih lagi kena cakap dalam konteks daily, bahasa harian, tetapi tak boleh ada slang yang macam
Ya.
You faham
Dia kena proper, tapi tak terlalu proper.
Yeah.
Tapi you kena cari balance and you kena tahu semua benda.
Yeah.
So macam
you
good
faham
luck
tak?
lah.
The challenge tu macam mana?
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. So benda tu yang I rasa macam it's not an easy show to host.
It's not.
Betul. Sebab kadang-kadang kalau kita terbabas, kita cakap ke apa ke kan, we need to recover from it.
Yeah.
Kita kena acknowledge yang kita salah waktu tu. Dan kita tak boleh simply, kalau benda tu ada dalam bahasa Melayu, you tak boleh cakap dalam bahasa Inggeris. Unless you betul-betul nak quote it in English.
Yeah.
Ya. Benda tu yang I rasa macam membuatkan I fell in love and nak, sebab benda tu susah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You boleh buat benda susah. You rasa macam ni kalau you boleh buat benda susah.
So you rasa sangat puas hati because you get to. But I also think that like you are so intelligent that it's a really suitable platform for you. Dari segi macam I get what you mean a little bit more now mungkin daripada macam 10 years ago when I first met you because I've tried it kan. And I know that like sometimes like for me I really struggle to do anything that's even remotely comedic. I don't know how you even did family duo alone, babe, because like I
sumpah I rasa macam nak meninggal lah. Susah gila weh. Tapi kena sedar diri lah. Waktu tu I tak sedar diri. I thought I can but I couldn't do it alone.
But to be fair, right, I don't know if couldn't is the right word, but I really don't think it should be recommended untuk siapa-siapa pun.
Ya, betul.
Selawak-lawaknya you,
betul.
Jangan buat sorang-sorang because it's like to make people laugh is really just like not easy, and sometimes it is easier when you can like make jokes dengan
banter,
orang. You banter lah. Okay, banter tu memang akan jadi funny.
Betul.
Tapi kalau you sorang-sorang, it becomes like a stand-up comedy performance.
Susah weh.
Yeah. And I think untuk macam other hostings yang macam mungkin events and stuff like that it's fine. But in the event you tak dapat macam personality you tak dapat menilah. Your personal opinions tak dapat menilah, and you have so much more to offer than just to sit there and like macam bagi tahu fakta pasal next up on the agenda. Okay, bacalah the brochure, you know. Yeah. So I think 𝙀𝙃𝙄𝙎 is suitable for you because you get to have your personality shine juga.
Betul. Cuma sometimes I do feel sectioned to that kind of program sahaja.
Does typecasting exist untuk seorang host?
Yeah.
Really?
I rasa macam kalau, tapi bila I buat meletop, then only people in Malaysia rasa macam, oh, dia boleh buat entertainment juga, you know. So I did get that opportunity untuk buat Wanita Hari ini at the same time buat meletop juga.
Faham.
So I dapat balance out both. Yang I rasa macam, oh my god, I love doing both.
Yeah.
I love doing program hosting yang chill, entertainment.
Yeah, yang tak yang macam fikir sangat, yang tak terlalu deep.
And bila I kena jadi that person yang nak buat Wanita Hari ni, I can host program yang macam itu juga.
Yeah.
So balance tu best lah.
It's funny kan, sebab dalam our country the way it's structured is mungkin sangat-sangat berbeza dengan Indonesia. Like even for actors, right?
Betul.
The typecasting is such a real thing here. From my experience, just from the acting thing, I got typecast as like the Mak Saleh, you know, the perampas suami punya penyondol punya Mak Saleh, right? And then like kalau I tak memaksa diri untuk really like sangat susah dalam keadaan saya nak bekerja, tapi I have to tolak this, I have to tolak this, I have to tolak this. I'm really hoping that they don't forget about me. But if I didn't go through that experience of betul-betul tolak, I think until now that would have been the extent of my career. Yeah. So even for hosting, like I get it, it's probably the same thing.
Yeah, it is. So, to answer your question, 𝙀𝙃𝙄𝙎 will always have a special place in my heart.
I understand. Because it lets you be you.
Let's not think about that yet.
Yeah.
While it lasts, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Embrace it,
cherish it, and be the best that I can so that if I dah tak buat, people akan ingat sewaktu I buat.
Faham. Babe, after 8 years, you've made your mark on that show lah. You've definitely.
I hope so.
The beautiful thing about hosting is that dia takkan menghalang you ataupun mengikat you dari segi masa. Not too much at least. So hosting is a commitment.
Betul.
Tapi at least you ada masa untuk try benda baru.
Yeah.
So sekarang kita dah masuk topik lakonan. Okay tak segue I?
Bagus.
Thank you. Okay, so kalau kita nak cakap pasal acting pula. This, I mean, it's like kind of sebenarnya even sebelum you start hosting, this is your thing. You started as a theatre kid.
Yeah.
So kembali kepada lakonan, I think your first drama was 2018, Lelaki Kiriman Tuhan.
Betul.
Mariam.
Betul.
Yeah.
Waktu
We've got the full list.
Mira dengan Abang Remy.
Yeah, they were leading. And then you did Curi-Curi Cinta, then you did Jujurlah Nikahi Aku, and many more. Dalam I guess the acting world, how was it for you to start acting again? After, I mean, starting in the industry as a host and then you went back into acting, tapi sekarang on TV, what was that experience like for you? Did you face the same challenge dari segi macam, you know, when you first started hosting, it's like, oh, you yang baru di antara semua yang dah established. Was it the same for acting?
Yeah.
Or mungkin really?
Betul.
But you came from the hosting, so it's everybody knew who you were. Seriously.
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Betul. But I still remember lah, if Mar is watching.
Mar!
Yeah,
I know
from
Mar.
𝙁𝙊𝙇 Productions,
Yeah.
Haji 𝙁𝙁. Mar yang call I.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, that was my first acting gig on TV.
We've all got this call. I feel like Mar called me or some
Really?
people like,
Oh my God. Yeah, so
thank you, Mar.
yeah, so Mar yang macam, Uyaina, kita nak offer you. You jadi best friend Mira Filza. Nak tak? Macam, wow, okay. You nak offer I berlakon. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, excited lah. You know,
Of
you dapat
course.
offer regardless lah watak kecil ke watak besar. You didn't even care. Waktu tu pun macam dapat berada bersama dengan nama-nama besar pun. It's already a milestone yang you
100%.
patut rasa bangga. Yeah, so itulah. First berlakon and then slowly getting more and more roles. And there are few dramas yang you can't get over it.
Yeah.
And yang banyak drama yang orang mula kenal you from there lah.
What's your favorite that yang you pernah buat? I know this is a scary question sebab aku takut nanti the fans macam terasa macam
betul.
no, I like this one
Most
better.
importantly, jangan ada script writer ataupun
okay,
director ataupun
let me rephrase. Sorry.
casting director yang terasa sebab kita
Sorry. Di antara yang paling tak boleh
Nice one.
dilupai.
Good one ini. I would say Usus Sakinah from Perempuan Tanpa Dosa. This one was directed by Michael Ang. Okay, so I got the opportunity. Just in case Mike is watching.
Mana tahu. Yeah.
So I got the opportunity to share the screen with Ukasha Senrose,
Fantastic.
Kamal Adli, Yusuf Bahrain.
Yeah.
And watak tu pun watak yang mula-mulanya orang kesian, lepas tu orang geram, and then dia jadi kesian balik. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing to craft. And production pun best. And then shoot pun dekat Terengganu. You know, benda-benda yang macam seronok. Tapi waktu tu I buat gila juga tu.
Kenapa?
Shoot dekat Terengganu. Lepas tu waktu tu at the same time I host Ratu Hijabista. Ada shoot dekat Penang. You bayangkan. Terengganu, pusing. Pergi Penang naik boat lagi.
I can imagine Michael Ang stress on set.
Mana Minah ni nak buat apa?
Yeah. I dah boleh imagine dia punya stress tu macam mana kan.
And at the same time I can host Wanita Hari Ini. You faham tak dia punya
Kenapa jadual you macam tu?
kenapa gila sangat kan? She tak cukup.
Tapi it's okay sebab kalau rezeki tu dah ada takkan you nak tolak
Sama
pula.
kita orang manage. Me
Yeah.
and my PA Atika.
Sampai sekarang. Dah berapa tahun? Wow.
And she stays with me.
That's really cute.
Aww.
That's really cute. It's really nice to see sebab entertainment industry ni kadang-kadang you takkan jumpa the same people with the same people like it's hard to find somebody yang macam you betul-betul bekerja. So if you got a good working partnership, keep it lah.
Betul. And I also have a very small circle. She's my PA, she's also my best friend.
Oh,
So that's the beauty part of it for me.
Faham.
You know, I boleh percayakan dia ni with my card credit, with my car. Dia kunci kereta kan ada 2 kan?
Yeah.
Satu dekat dia.
Babe, jom kita road trip. Jom. Suggestion je.
You know?
Suggestion je.
So yeah, my circle is also very small. So she's one of my best friends.
That's so sweet. Wow. You know, I actually specifically wanted to ask you about one very iconic fashion moment for you lah.
Oh, what?
Do you know which one?
Fashion moment?
Tapi in a show.
Malu, Datuk.
You tahu tak yang masa tu?
Datuk, tak
Love
nak.
Elsa.
Oh, okay.
You ingat apa? Ada yang lagi.
Ingat ke waktu Nona dulu I pakai turban macam flower horn kat sini?
No, that's fine.
That was not fine, Amy.
Babe, it was, I mean, in Love Elsa, have you guys seen this swimming scene? You're full on like swimming in it was giving. How do you do these scenes? And not specifically like this scene, tapi for you, mungkin apa yang di antara yang paling susah yang you pernah kena lakonkan?
Okay, Love Elsa was a different ball game sebab dalam cerita ni I ada power. Super power. Kalau I sentuh you, I boleh tahu you punya dark past history, you know, whatever.
Which, by the way, thank God that's not a real thing. I don't want to be walking around macam terkena apa-apa. I'm like, wow, I know your whole life.
Wearing gloves
of course,
and all. And then she tak nak tiba-tiba tersentuh orang
Of course.
So the script was very, very beautiful. It's from a novel sebenarnya. So dia adaptasi jadikan drama. So Abu Chef Hamzah, again, if you're watching,
Yeah.
kita mentioning everyone yang
I
ni
don't know.
kan.
Hello everybody.
So Abu was a stylist for me in
He's
this show.
amazing.
So he had this vision for Amara. Waktu tu watak I nama cerita tu was Amara. Dia ada this vision for Amara to be this on point fashionista, hijabi yang ada penyakit pelik, but you know, slay. So yeah. But you tahulah lakonan macam mana kan. Bila nak tukar scene tu,
Oh, dia jadi penat, babe. Dia jadi penat.
tudung aku dah macam ke mana-mana dah.
Lepas tu nak kena menyelam pula.
Yang menyelam tu ada Michael Ang. Gila, you tahu tak? Dengan baju yang macam berapa Ella kain tu.
So, I nak tahu something. Michael Ang menyelam juga ke dia macam biar korang yang buat?
Memang tak lah. Dia katanya, kau pergi masuk sekarang. Kau jangan cakap banyak. Macam tu. Kau pergi berenang dengan ikan tu.
I boleh imagine. Apa.
There was this fish the size of a myvi. Sounds so funny, right? But it's true. I tak nak masuk tank tu
Babe,
sebab
jangan risau. Dress you lagi besar.
Sebab I takut I kena makan
Tak apa,
dengan
you okay?
ikan tu. I dah tak nak masuk dah.
Serious? Were you scared?
Lepas tu, tak ada, apa orang panggil, water confidence. Dia orang tak
Yeah,
buat. Sebelum terjun tu lah water confidence-nya.
Dia macam, okay.
It's like if I die, I die. The headline esok tu, seorang pelakon yang baru nak berlakon, ditemui mati dalam tank bersama ikan sebesar size myvi. Everything was playing my head at that time.
Faham.
Michael Ang, but you know, itu one of my proudest moment lah.
Faham lah. Because I mean kadang-kadang yang paling, cerita yang paling gila kan.
Yeah.
Untuk kita sebagai pelakon yang kita macam, betul ke I nak buat ni? Betul ke?
Tanyalah I terkejut dengan siapa?
You terjun dengan siapa?
Dia dengan Zul Arifin. And Zul Arifin, Abang Zul pun kena terkejut dengan ikan bersaiz myvi tu. You tahu tak?
Sorry. I just know I ada follow up. So, sebelum you guys terjun, you guys tahu tak kewujudan ikan ni?
Dia orang dah cakap dekat I.
Oh.
Tapi sampai sekarang I tak tahu dia orang cakap tu hanya untuk menakutkan I ke atau memang wujud ikan sebesar.
You tak nampak ikan tu?
Dalam tu I macam buta, babe. Dia
Yeah.
macam
Okay. So, okay,
Macam tu.
faham. Sebab I ingat you tak tahu pasal ikan ni. Lepas tu sambil you tengah terjun, sambil tengah
and it's salt water tau. It's salt
Oh
water.
no.
Macam mana you nak buka mata?
Dia tak pakai goggles tak boleh.
Macam mana nak
Abu Syaf
dengan
tak bagi.
You
Okay,
know?
faham.
Yeah. Tapi the product, the final
Looks so
product,
good.
berjaya
Worth it lah.
Worth it lah. Tapi you kena hadap lah. Kena terjun tu. I dah nak macam ni lah. Macam I tak boleh buat. I takut.
Faham.
You know, you terjun berapa dalam tu.
Gelap pula tu.
Gelap. Ikan sekeliling you. You pula bersinar-sinar warna putih di situ.
Yeah.
Hey, things can go sour.
Macam,
terribly.
It's like a neon sign untuk ikan. Macam,
Exactly. Ooh, what's this shiny thing? Is this a new obor-obor?
Yeah.
Macam tu, you know. Takut
tapi masalah ni obo-obo pun macam boleh lari ni.
Yeah. Tapi kelakar lah. Abang Zul pun kena terjun. You cannot say no to Michael Ang. So
Ya. So, adakah saya betul dan itu adalah benda yang paling, di antara yang paling crack yang, okay, faham.
Antara.
Ada cerita yang lain ke?
Tak adalah segila itu. Itulah yang paling gila I rasa.
Ya, tapi I rasa macam untuk seorang pelakon, untuk ada footage tu, forever, babe.
Yeah, it's beautiful lah.
Cucu-cucu nanti like,
Yeah.
Gang. Come,
Nak,
duduk. Tengok
nak.
I punya.
Cu. Duk. Tengok ni. Ni nenek kau dulu ni.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at what I was doing.
Yeah.
Big kau.
Kan. Beat that.
Yeah, you're leaving some big shoes, babe.
Yeah.
These are unfillable shoes.
Tapi tu lah, I got lah the opening montage. I mean Michael got the opening montage yang macam tu. And dia pairkan pula dengan waktu tu lagu Dusun Marsha, lagu
Marsha.
Dusun. Lagu Dusun. So it's
Really
very dalam laut.
Macam ada
dalam
feel
laut.
kan?
Dalam air macam ni. Lepas tu lagu Dusun pula. So it's like,
Best kan?
yeah, one of a kind lah for me as a budding actress at that time to
Understand.
be given the opportunity that I'm forever grateful for.
Very cool.
Bleeding. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah. Hidung dan belerah.
Kejap. Dia cakap jangan bagi berdarah. Macam
Nanti
you
kau makan
memilih.
aku.
Macam you pilih, babe, untuk ada
Yeah, I
nose
know,
bleed kat
right?
dalam air.
Exactly. Because of the because of pressure apa semua kan. So
and then the amount of time you menyelam lah itu macam
betul.
not supposed to be selama itu.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Somehow he's a pro.
I don't know.
Faham
Abang Zul,
aku.
I just rasa macam you take one look at him, you tahu dia pro in and like anything physical, I would trust him with my life.
Kan? Dia pun nak kan.
Faham.
Dia nak buat montage yang dalam air sampai hidung air berdarah tu. Yang nyaris termakan oleh ikan yang bersaiz kereta Myvi tu.
Tapi babe, iconic babe. Iconic babe. Iconic babe.
You know, I got to, you know, potong my bucket list lah. Walaupun tak pernah wujud bucket list untuk terjun.
I can't imagine bucket list. Wear a gown under the sea with a fish the size of a Myvi. Macam puisi.
With Zul Arifin.
I
need to mention that sebab kelakar.
Without Michael Ang.
But with his
vision.
You know, across you.
Very, very cool. My gosh, it's one of those things dia akan jadi a story for the rest of your life.
Yeah, betul.
Okay, selain daripada ni, on the real though, because this is like a fun cabaran, what is actually the biggest cabaran of your career? Tak kisahlah dari segi hosting, dari segi lakonan, something yang macam mungkin you rasa macam the thing that you're the proudest of overcoming.
Proudest of overcoming. I think whenever I face rejections,
Did that happen?
Oh, a lot of times. Rejections made me.
Rejections macam mana? Because I mean from the outside kan, it's always weird untuk bercakap dengan seorang entertainer because kita semua pernah mengalami rejection. Tapi you look at somebody else's career and kita selalu akan rasa macam wow, like how are they doing this? Like everything looks like macam dipermudahkan from the outside. And your career looks like that, right? Sebab you started, then you like immediately won, and then you immediately started doing 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎, which you've been doing for almost 10 years now, and then you went overseas and you were conquering in Indonesia, then you acted and everything. Which part of this timeline? And how much of the time does this happen? Nobody knows.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times. There are things that I got rejected and then I cried for nights and then I, you know, hey, it's just a bad episode, not a bad life, and you know, get back up and then continue balik life. But I faced a lot of rejections, and honestly, rejections tu yang membuatkan I menjadi seorang yang sentiasa kena ingat yang kita tak akan selalunya dapat apa kita nak dan kita tak akan selalu berada di atas, dan kita kena sentiasa ingat yang kita ni ada ramai lagi orang lain yang bekerja dengan kita. So kita kena sentiasa ada humility, kena sentiasa merendah diri from rejections.
Faham.
So benda tu, for me, one thing kita tengok rejection macam kita tak dapat benda tu kan, kita ditolak, kita tak diterima. But another thing is to humble diri kita juga from rejections.
Faham.
Yeah, so banyak Amy, banyak.
I guess the question, right, that about rejection is that obviously itu bukan something yang siapa-siapa akan pilih.
Yeah.
But the problem with rejection is not the getting rejected. Sebab mungkin kita boleh berdiri after like the first rejection or after the second rejection. In the entertainment industry, something specifically is it's not satu ke dua kali tau. It's like 100 kali mungkin.
Betul.
And how do you not allow it to like change your personality untuk menjadi seorang yang sangat salty? You know, because I feel like sometimes I pernah melalui fasa macam tu, you know, because you're on your like 650th rejection, and sekarang you dah rasa macam, oh, I geram lah sebenarnya, I just rasa macam, and then you go to work and then you're just like, no, you know, and you're accidentally macam reaction you jadi terlalu keras yang tak bertempat.
Betul.
Dengan orang yang salah. Like, how do you course correct, you know?
That's a good question. Sebab I pun tak tahu macam mana, but somehow you just get over the rejection.
Yeah,
you faham tak?
Time.
Yeah. Oh, there's this important lesson I belajar dekat Indonesia, which is from Mak Soimah. Mak Soimah ni is a very, 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 very famous pesindan dekat Indonesia. Dia cakap satu je, jangan protes dengan proses. So whatever that you are going through, jalani. That's the word, the Indonesian word. Jalani aja. Jalani. Jangan protes dengan proses. Sebab the more you retaliate, the more you rasa macam macam tu kan, the more difficult it is going to be for you. Lagi susah you nak hadap whatever yang ada dekat depan you yang memang susah ni. So jangan protes dengan proses tu. You jalani, you ikut, you do the best as you can. You kena reject. Okay, apa lepas ni? Buat lagi. Apa lagi lepas ni? And life is a process. So throughout that process, bukanlah kata you langsung tak boleh give any emotions to it. Tidak. Tetapi jangan protes to a point yang benda tu yang akan halt you from achieving this greatness or the success that you deserve.
Betul lah kan? Just like let go. I
Sometimes
got some work to do.
Sometimes kita such a go with the flow, with the flow. But it is. You need to go with the flow. Betul. As cliche as it may sound. Tapi kalau you terlalu menongkah yang you rasa macam
you yang berkuasa, you yang control, susah.
Benda tu yang akan jadi lagi susah for you. Benda tu dah memang susah.
It's a constant reminder.
Betul.
Yeah. Now we're gonna masuk a bit more of a personal topic.
Bring it on.
Yeah, it's about family. She got married and you literally baru habis pantang. Married too. That's where I was gonna start, but actually we should start like closer to this timeline. We're so happy you're here also, especially sebab you baru habis pantang berapa hari pak?
About 2 months plus. 2 months 10 days.
Yeah. So thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
But this is aired like,
I mean,
okay.
Sekarang bila dia dah keluar, it's been about.
Yeah,
but on the day of recording, you are fresh out of pantang.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Second time boy mom.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Boy mom gather here.
Yeah. You tahu tak apa yang I belajar pasal Uyaina hari ni that I actually had no idea. The thing that you told me outside about like, I guess, fertility as a woman.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the most insane story because now, as we just mentioned, boy mom twice.
Yeah.
But this wasn't always something that you had expected in your life.
No.
Question before we even get into fertility. Bila Uyaina dulu, like you were a young girl, was being a mom like on your radar? Sebab I rasa macam a lot of my friends had this dream of being a mom. I wasn't really like that.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would get married. One, I never liked kids. Kids didn't like me. So it's a mutual thing. Budak-budak tak suka I.
Yeah.
I tak suka budak-budak. Macam mana nak jadi mak? So even my niece ke nephew ke kan, it's like all the fun part je. Bila all the diaper ke makan ke nangis sikit ke apa,
Return.
Yeah. You know, it's not gonna be me. Tak pernah tukar diapers anak buah ke anyone, any kids for that matter. Tak pernah.
Wow.
I betul-betul tak suka budak-budak. Come to think of it.
I mean, not anymore.
Not anymore. You know, so yeah, it never occurred to me that I'm going to get married. What more to have kids of my own? Tak pernah terfikir sebenarnya ini. But then Raja Syahiran happened.
I mean, okay, wait. Can I ask you okay, I know you've been married for obviously a while now, so maybe this is like a story that you
going to be 3 years this year.
A while lah tu, like mungkin you dah pernah jawab banyak soalan lah pasal topik ni. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm getting the first scoop. But like, how did he do it? How did he change your mind on something that you were like, not really, you know, because you've been such a career woman. You're so hardworking. You're so focused. And biasanya kan, bila kita tengok career women, it's like, it's not that you don't want to get married. It's just like not at the front of your brain. You know, you tengah fikir macam, what's my next goal? What's my next target? How did he convince you that you were ready?
Raja Syahiran was never in the picture. Pre-2021. Huh? 2020. Before COVID bila? 2020. Pre-2020. Okay, pre-2020 tak pernah kenal pun this guy.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw him was on TV. He was on Dansa Dancing. He was like, you know, charmed his way throughout the competition. And I was
he was dancer dancing.
Yes. Minah ni Puteri Muslimah. What? You know? I love it. So, I saw him dancing dalam Dansa Dancing tu, and I tweeted. I cakap, who is this Raja Syahiran? I think he's gonna win the show.
Okay.
I cakap macam tu. So that was the first encounter lah.
Faham.
Alright?
And did he see your tweet? Did he respond ke tak?
I know he didn't because I didn't mention him.
Oh, faham.
Tak. So he didn't lah. But now he dah tahu lah kot.
Mungkin dia perasan kot time tu, tapi dia macam tak tahu macam mana nak jawab, segan ke, you know.
But rupa-rupanya dia dah pernah DM I before I tweeted that. He dah macam,
dia dah.
Sebab waktu tu dekat I punya bio I tulis Vala Morghulis. Are you a fan of Game of Thrones?
Oh, yes I am.
Okay.
I actually forgot what that means.
Okay, yeah. So
I haven't watched House of Dragons, babe. So I dah lupa banyak.
Kita nak tengok House of Dragons. Apa ni? Siapa ni?
Dia macam tak ada vibe.
Exactly.
Okay,
so
point.
I'm a GOT fan lah. You know, like gila punya ni. So
faham.
jadi bio lah. Macam cool lah. Vala Morghulis, you know.
Yeah. It's like very #YTJT.
Yeah. Dia DM waktu tu dekat Twitter. Masih Twitter ya. So dia tulis itu, what is Vala Morghulis?
Ayo!
I did not respond to that. I'm like, hello, you can Google.
Ya, baru nak cakap.
You can just Google. But I macam tu.
Faham.
So fast forward to 2020, we went to the same show as guests.
Yeah.
Bukan kita orang yang terlibat pun. Waktu tu ceria Popstar.
Oh, dekat situ rupa dia tempat nak cari jodoh. Patutlah single.
Taking notes lah.
Yeah, I'm like, ceria Popstar. Hello, korang kan ada viewing ke?
Yeah, so I datang sebab Raja Azura host the show.
Yeah.
Syahiran datang sebab Chubby was performing ke apa something kat situ.
Okay.
We were guests. I datang dengan Rita Nadira.
Okay.
I duduk, Rita, Syahiran. We were talking like, Rita kat tengah ni.
Rita's just like, okay.
Yeah, Rita was like,
okay guys.
Macam tu tau. So as usual, kalau pergi event, tagging, whatnot, and that's how it started lah.
And then you look back at the DM, you're like, wait, he was quite cool though. Apa ni?
Exactly. And then the stalking part, oh, he cute.
So
he cute. Okay. Macam tu.
Faham.
And then PKP happen. Apa lagi nak buat, Amy? You tell me.
Oh, true lah.
Sesi berkenalan lah.
Yeah, faham.
So it's like FaceTiming.
Sebab actually timing tu memang terletak cantik. Sebab kalau tak dulu busy mungkin.
Yeah, betul. Mungkin,
you know,
who this?
Yeah, you wouldn't really have the time to.
Exactly.
Kan? Yeah.
So, cubalah tanya kita orang punya first date kat mana?
First date kat mana?
Tesco. It was still Tesco back then.
Sebab kena ikut the 10 km.
And satu kereta seorang je keluar kat rumah.
So you guys social distancing lah?
Yup.
Asyam dia dalam kereta dia, you dalam
one
kereta
trolley
dia,
per person. He's like the other trolley, I'm like my trolley.
Babe, I'm kind of obsessed though. Like if I ever go on a date again, it's gonna be grocery shopping.
I know,
because
right?
you boleh belajar banyak pasal seorang manusia dekat di grocery shop.
And Syahira ni, he's such a shy person.
Ya ke?
He is. Even though you nampak dia macam, whoa.
Yeah, because dia also entertainment juga. So,
B-boy,
yeah.
rapping, beatbox lah apa benda.
Yeah.
Sebenar-benarnya, he's a very, very shy person.
Faham.
So dia, I cakap nak pergi Tesco. Oh, I'm going to. So, you don't know which Tesco I'm going. You tell me lah. Dia cakap, okay, I cakap lah pergi Tesco ni. So, dia datang semua. And he was so awkward dengan I.
Wait a second. I've performed with him.
You did?
Babe, this is so terrible. I think.
Okay,
Let me explain. Let me explain. So I went and I was like stalking you. Right?
You were?
Yeah, just now.
Okay,
like before this episode. And then I saw him and I was like, well, okay, right, really, I know this guy. And I opened his Instagram and I'm like, I looked at his the logo, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The logo. And I'm like, I really know him. And I just felt like an idiot because I couldn't remember from where. And I'm like, I'm gonna shelve this because the entertainment industry is small and mungkin like I've watched him perform or like something like this. I performed with him!
Oh my! Where?
At Anugerah Screen.
Oh yeah.
With Ultimate.
Yeah. The one that he beatbox too,
Yes,
kan?
he beatbox. He opened with Sean.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, it's on
Shawnee
makes
betul.
sense now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I just
So
had
that's
to.
the guy I married.
No, I know because
Yeah.
I knew he was a beatboxer, but it's been a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sorry.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how we met. That's how we dated.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and then two children later.
No, so I think okay, the reason it kind of like struck me in that moment is because when you said he was shy and stuff, I was like, yeah, I do remember that. He's always been very talented from what I know, which is really not much, but it's now that I've kind of connected the dots, so suitable.
Aww.
Really suitable. So what was it, about this Tesco shopping date that sold you?
Not instantly though, Amy. Mahal sikit.
Of course, of
You know,
course.
tak adalah.
Especially if he doesn't know I can't even say it. I don't know it either. And look, I'm here judging him.
You know, so kenal, and then COVID happened, and then dia ajak I kahwin like few months after that. But I prolonged it. I'm not ready, not yet. But this guy was so sincere yang tahap my big family, like big all the aunties and the nephews, niece, everybody was there. Dia ajak, dia nak jumpa, dia nak masuk rumah and meet everyone. Waktu tu I macam, oh my god, this guy is for real.
Yeah.
He is so adamant
ready to take that
meet
step.
everyone.
Yeah.
Maknanya he's sincere lah sangat. You
Yeah.
know? Kalau yang tak sincere, okay bye, balik dulu. You know? Benda-benda tu lah. And I rasa the it moment for me lah, I've been doing a lot of istikharas for that reason. Yang bila dia ajak I kahwin, I macam sabar dulu lah, nanti dulu lah, belum lagi lah. So I did a lot of istikharas, and I don't know, it's probably my 5th or 6th time yang selama ni I tak dapat apa-apa, petunjuk, be it in a dream or a feeling, tak ada. And the last istikhara I buat tu was, I dapat mimpi yang he was standing, pakai putih, pegang cincin. If that's not a sign, I don't know what that is.
So, was that what was holding you back?
Probably.
The sign?
Yeah. The sign yang macam, I know, I liked him. I liked him a lot. And I fell in love with him. But to get married this soon? Sabar jap. Let lu. Those kind of things lah. Yang, so, when you have this higher power yang sort of telling you,
you dapat validation tu lah.
Yeah.
It's like
you
a
get the
confirmation.
validation, betul. It's like, it's okay child. Go now.
Yeah.
Now. It's the time now. So, after that, I told him, I think I'm finally ready. So, waktu tu I still shoot Lovelsa. I was still so busy. He did everything. Kursus kahwin dia yang register, sampai dia merajuk dengan I sebab I tidur dalam kursus kahwin, dia tak tidur. He was so like, you dengar tak tadi tu cakap dia. Yeah. It's like opposite.
But so suitable because of how opposite it is. It's like complementary. They always say macam opposites attract.
Betul.
Kalau you terlalu similar, then you're never going to be able to learn from each other.
But on the outside, people think that we are so different. But on the inside, we are quite similar in this. For me kan, kalau you nak kahwin dengan someone ni and you want to spend the rest of your life with this person, is cara pemikiran you. You boleh sembang tak dengan orang ni? Sebab you akan sembang dengan orang ni every single day. Boleh tak? Kalau apa yang dia cakap dengan apa yang you cakap tak klik, tak kena, dia macam tak masuk, I tak boleh. But that's the thing yang I rasa yang I look forward to every day sebelum kahwin dengan dia, sedang kahwin dengan dia sekarang ni, is to talk to him. And we share a lot of interest yang, walaupun I tak main game tapi dia main game, but movie wise, kita orang lepas tengok cerita, we talk about it, or even our views on raising our children. Banyaklah benda yang on par. Ini orang kata sekufu for me. Sekufu paling penting for me is how you think dengan pasangan you. Pemikiran korang on the same wavelength tak? Kalau tak, ini yang I rasa yang susah in a marriage.
Can I ask you a bit of a sensitive question?
Okay.
It's more so to do with, I guess, like traditional gender roles. Because I think we're very on the same page about this. In the sense that like, maybe there are some people out there like us who might benefit from your perspective since you've done it successfully, right? Dari segi macam, one of my biggest challenges or holdbacks in my own brain when it comes to a relationship is my fear of like relinquishing independence.
Okay.
I don't know. And I also think that on the reverse, I tend to be viewed as difficult because I'm just too headstrong. And it's completely totally goes against like what the expectation of being a woman is, right? And this has always been something that I've struggled with, and I've never been able to do this successfully, right? But how do you navigate this as a woman who is strong, who has agency, who stands her ground, but is also a very successful wife, mom, you know, you're with your family?
I won't say that I'm submissive, because I do have my opinions on things, and he married me for that. Itu benda yang paling penting bagi I. And I rasa dalam rumah tangga ni, suami kena tahu peranan dia, which is to lead. Isteri kena tahu peranan dia, which is to follow, and also at the same time to lead when it is necessary. Suami pun kena macam tu juga. Sebelum you boleh jadi a good leader, you need to be a good follower first.
Yeah, you have to be a good listener as well.
Betul. So, to find that balance tu, yang orang kalau tengok I dengan Syahiran, orang kata I yang alpha. Actually tak. Syahiran yang alpha.
Yeah, faham?
Yeah. He's my priority. And apa-apa yang I buat pun, regardless of how big a thing, a decision ke apa benda ke, it's always him yang I akan refer to first. And that does not come easy. It needs a lot of respect. You kena hormat pasangan you. Tolerance, you kena tolerate pasangan you. And you kena tahu peranan you. Itu yang I masukkan tadi. So with Syahiran, he never clipped my wings, number satu. Even after I got married to him, even after having our first child, I was still called to go to Indonesia to host dekat sana. You know what he said? Go. Dia tak cakap, you're married now. You dah ada anak. You tak fikir ke? Dah. No. Dia cakap, go. We make things work. We'll make things work. We'll figure it out.
That's a very alpha move. Like, it takes...
Exactly. That's a very alpha move. He tak rasa intimidated by the fact that mungkin some view as a success. Okay? Dia tak rasa intimidated by that.
And it is a success, by the way.
Yeah. In fact, dia applaud me. Dia allowed me to grow and to be whatever that I want to be.
And he supported you.
Yes. Itu. The fact that he bagi I benda tu, tau Amy. The fact that dia bagi I benda tu, yang mungkin tak ramai isteri dapat. You need to be the submissive. You need to cook for me. You need to da. Ins and outs, everything. You need to be ready for me. Before I balik, you dah kena balik dulu. Before apa benda, you kena prioritize I. I prioritize him. In fact, nak pergi Indonesia tu, I yang rasa macam, should I go? I yang fikir, anak macam mana ni? Macam mana you nak datang ni? We'll make it work. Dia cakap. That's how amazing of a person he is.
That's a beautiful thing. But I mean, you both have each other, and I really do believe that in a relationship, macam kalau ada masalah, usually dua tangan yang tengah bertepuk. It's never really one person's responsibility. I mean, sometimes it is. Not always. But no, but also the same thing is true about successful relationships, right? It does take two people. It would not, like, the math wouldn't math if you change the numbers.
Betul.
You know, so yeah. But it's really nice to hear. And I'm so happy for you because I think you deserve that.
It's not like a problem-free, argument-free
Of course,
marriage.
Of course.
No. I argue a lot with him. Shahir, and if you're watching. You know, because I need to have a reason.
Yeah.
It's not like no and full stop. It's a no because It's
That's
a yes
communication lah kan?
because
Yeah.
so that as a wife I boleh fikir and I akan respect him more for that.
Yeah.
Sebab tu I dengan Syahiran, I selalu cakap dia, lead me. It's all I need, lead me.
Yeah.
Sebab no matter how modern I may look, and no matter how free or how opinionated I am, I don't speak for every woman, okay? I still want to be led. I still want my husband yang take charge.
No, and I can understand that. I can understand that. I think that's totally fair. And I think as women, like, we should all have the right to kind of, you know, have what we want in a relationship, what we want in our lives, what we want. But I think it always boils back down to the fundamental basic, which is really should not be that difficult. We want to be heard, right? And that is an aspect of a very, very good leader.
Mm-hmm.
Because how can you lead anyone if you're not willing to listen to them?
Betul. Betul.
It's not going to happen. It's really not. So
Yeah.
I thank you for your answer. I think it's very apa? Dia rasa macam, okay, my hope has been restored a little bit hearing that from somebody who has had a successful experience, because sometimes you start, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who probably feel the same way, which is why it's so important to hear you say this. Yang kita rasa macam, okay, putus asa. Putus asa yang mungkin kita patut, you know,
Semua lelaki ni sama.
dah start, bila kita dah start masuk topik macam tu, even I realise that
Yeah.
that's really not true.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about the situation? Mungkin I tak nampak ke, I tak cukup bersabar or something like that. And I feel like there's a lot of people who can relate out there.
Like I said, sebelum kita jumpa kita punya jodoh, kita akan jumpa
Kita punya bodoh.
Yes! Kita akan jumpa tu dulu, Amy. So, a lot of bodohs, I think. Not many people are so lucky to
berkait
find.
dekat siapa-siapa
No.
kat luar sana. Jangan terasa.
Disclaimer.
Tapi siapa yang makan sendiri rasa pedas lah. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so speaking about being a mom,
Yes.
how did this happen for you? So macam you
my.
cakap tadi, you had already said that like kids probably not really something you thought about.
Betul. And I was actually diagnosed with 2 heart conditions back in 2018.
Just
Yeah.
so difficult.
2018. I got 2 things going on in my heart. One is SVT, where my heart rate is so fast. Supraventricular tachycardia. So you
tachycardia, I
so you punya
understand.
jantung tu very fast. At rest, you macam tengah lari padang punya jantung, punya degupan. Okay.
Yeah.
Another one is quadricuspid aortic valve.
I have no idea.
So quadricuspid aortic valve is when you have an extra leaflet in your aortic valve. Orang biasa ada Mercedes-Benz, dia ada 3 je.
Right. So you have an extra what?
I'm extra. Extra leaflet. In every way possible, I'm an extra person even in my heart. Yeah.
It's got
So-
a bit more capacity to love. Because there's extra in there.
Oh, you always being...
I have it so smooth.
Yeah, so bila ada 4 leaflet tu, dia bergeser.
It's called a leaflet.
Yeah, a leaflet in the aortic valve.
Okay.
So dia bergeser, so darah tu sepatutnya kan dia pump throughout
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
body. Cerita kan? Dia masuk, dia keluar balik, dia masuk, dia keluar balik. In my case, dia masuk sikit, dia keluar balik sikit, ke sini balik. Dia tak pergi ke sana. So dia regurgitate.
Faham.
Dia macam tu.
Yeah.
So dia sebab pergeseran disebabkan oleh ada tambahan leaflet tu. So dia bergeser.
Faham.
So my condition is not severe, but it's not also biasa. It's just mild. But back then, when I was on medication, waktu doktor bagi I ubat, doktor dah cakap siap-siap yang dengan ambil ubat ni, mungkin akan susah untuk awak mengandung.
Because it's probably also, like now that I'm thinking about it, right? Like blood thinners or blood regulators that also affect everything,
Betul.
right?
Yeah.
Understand?
So disebabkan itu, bila I kenal dengan Syahiran, itu adalah antara benda pertama yang I bagi tahu dia. Sebab this is very important, okay?
Yeah.
You nak kenal someone, and if you nak go to the next step, inilah benda wajib you kena bagi tahu. You ada sakit apa? You tak boleh dah kahwin, yuhu, I have this.
Yeah, because
know?
yeah, it's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair to your partner. What more if your partner tu is a person yang nak ada family dia sendiri of his own,
Yeah.
you know, and turns out to be yang wife you ni dah, your partner ni dah tahu yang you tak boleh conceive and you tak bagi tahu I. You know,
The
benda-benda-
heartbreak, right?
Betul.
Yeah.
So it would be unfair for me to do that. So that's the first thing I bagi tahu dia. So, and he was like, okay. And?
That's his only reaction.
And? Yeah.
We love a supportive kid.
Yeah. So dia cakap, okay, I accept you. I understand. Thank you for telling me. Apa semua. But let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah. So when we got married, and it happened, suddenly I'm pregnant.
The shock, right? Like when you first
Exactly.
told me this story, I was like, how do you
And
like brain?
brain is one thing, Amy. I dapat tahu I mengandung sebab I jatuh tangga. Jatuh tangga sebab ada lumut apa ke slipper. And I
I'm
was
so
like,
sorry. What?
exactly. I jatuh tangga. I was like, phew, poof. Jatuh duduk atas saya punya punggung macam tu. And the first thing I buat was, ada orang nampak tak? Okay, tak ada.
No, of
Baru bangun.
But at that point, how many months along were you?
few weeks old.
Okay. So
It's
early lah. So it
barely
wasn't
1
like
month. Yeah, few weeks old.
my
2-3
gosh.
weeks, I think. But of course, bila jatuh, I takut lah sebab I rasa sakit dekat my tulang punggung tu kan.
Yeah, coccyx.
Tailbone tu kan.
Yeah.
Yang tu. Takut lah. Slip disc ke tiba-tiba tak tahu kan.
Yeah.
Pergilah buat check up. Buat check up, the first thing doktor suruh buat is buat urine test.
Right. And then you're expecting, it to come back with like a diagnosis for your back. And
You know what's the doctor's reaction?
doktor tu cakap apa?
Dah masuk dorang. You didn't know? What? You're pregnant. Congratulations.
Was Syahiran with you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God lah. I thought you mungkin sebab it's just a back problem kan. What if you had gone by yourself?
Ya kan. Tapi waktu dia teman I apa semua. So
Plot twist, right? Plot twist, right? This is all your pregnancy announcement for you. You buat like a...
Yeah.
Tapi
So,
I can imagine lah.
waktu dekat kita orang macam still in shock yang macam
How did he take it?
macam ni. Macam tu.
How did you take it? Because this is your body. So the reenactment.
And we were like, ni doktor, ni Syahiran, Aisyah. Syahiran tengok I. Pandang doktor. Yeah, you're like 3 weeks pregnant. I'm like, boleh detect seawal itu ke? Macam tu, you know? Masuk kereta. Nangis terus.
Oh.
Yeah, both of us nangis terus.
But like honestly kan, it kind of sounds like it's not something that you would expect.
No.
Sebab biasanya orang akan like plan properly or whatever, right? But it's kind of like a cute story.
In a way.
It's a really cute story.
Yeah.
The shock, the emotions mesti macam ni kan.
Yeah. And the following tu terus macam, whoa, I'm pregnant. Baru berkahwin dah pregnant terus. You know, those kind of things. That kind of things. Yeah, rezeki. Alhamdulillah. So, just to tell your audience kan, Amy, yang macam, if another human being yang bagi tahu you benda ni, a certain thing you tak boleh ke, you tak dapat ke, you apa benda ke, it's always there's always a higher power yang kalau dia nak bagi, dia bagi. Always remember that. Yeah, so benda tu lah pengajaran terbesar untuk I. Doktor dah cakap tak boleh. Mungkin lah, but there's the word mungkin. Yeah, but kita of course lah dah fikir the words, tak boleh, kan. Waktu I bagi tahu Syahiran tu, I cakap I tak boleh. Bukan mungkin, I tak boleh. I terus cakap macam tu. But when it happened, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think like fertility is very sensitive for women.
Sangat.
Yeah, sebab dia akan jadi macam an expectation of ourselves, you know. Bila kita tak fikir benda tu, kita tak kisahlah, kita tak fikirkan benda tu. Tapi bila kita dah tak ada function tu, ataupun it's in danger or in threat, or mungkin dia dah jatuh percentage or whatever it is, you akan rasa really like kehilangan, like you've lost a body part because you feel like you have, because you have probably.
Betul.
Right? So, and nobody really wants to talk about it. Because I think sebagai seorang wanita, that it's so expected of you.
And it's a very sensitive topic juga.
Super.
Sebab we can never understand the struggle people yang TTC have to go through. And I just want to say yang I doakan. Itu je I boleh buat. I doakan kepada semua yang tengah trying to conceive. Semoga dikurniakan zuriat. Tepat pada waktunya. And you guys are going to be amazing parents.
Yeah. But I think everything happens in divine timing. And even if you don't feel like you're ready for it, it probably is the right time for you. And you will look back at it and be like, yeah. It was. It was.
And sebelum I conceived my second baby now, Raja Orion, I actually had a miscarriage before that.
I had heard about this. To be honest, I didn't know if I wanted to ask you about it.
Oh, it's okay.
I feel like it's so deeply personal.
Waktu tu I kat Indonesia, I was doing a show there. Syahiran was not there with me.
Yeah.
So, the fact that you kena host, you kena put that aside, tapi you just go through that. Benda tu lah for me macam, oh my God. Macam tu lah.
This is why moms, right, are not, they're celebrated, but it will never be on a level to what they deserve. Because it's not just the emotional pain of kehilangan tu, right? It's also the hormones that are pumping through your body.
Yeah.
I want to give
Because
you a hug.
no, because walaupun benda tu brief je tau. Sebab brief lah. It's a few weeks old. But you still feel that sense of loss. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I mean, it's life. That is life, you know? Mm-hmm.
It is.
So yeah. But then Raja Orion happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is like such a complex thing to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I've never ever been pregnant in my life.
Not yet.
We'll see. We'll see. But I feel like I have so many friends that are parents, and my mom was so incredibly wonderful and strong.
I love your mom. I still remember.
Yeah, she's awesome, and she was a single parent too. So I think it is something I can like look at and be so in admiration and respect of. And I'm really sorry you had to experience that, but sometimes things really are placed in a very weird way. Like there's something that was meant to happen in your life. And I mean, look at you now. Just came out of Pantang. Your second beautiful baby boy.
Oh my God. I tak tahu lah. I rasa macam bersyukur sangat-sangat sebab Allah hadirkan this 2 amazing kids from my womb yang I rasa macam
I was just about to say, baby, you made that.
No, macam tu. I mean,
And like honestly, do you know what's really funny?
what?
This is the same girl who like baru macam dalam 5 minutes ago was saying things like, yeah, I really didn't like kids, you know. And it was like mutual. They didn't like me either.
Goodness.
And now she's like, look at the beautiful children and my body made that.
Yes, and these 2 kids have no choice. They have to like me. No choice.
Suddenly maybe I want kids. Because I'm like,
But Amy, it's a beautiful
experience.
Beautiful feeling and experience, and I tak tahu nak describe dia macam mana lagi. The moment yang, you know, bila, because I'm a C-sec mom, cesarean both.
Really?
Okay, so bila dia tekan keluar baby and they place the baby dekat you, indescribable feeling. You nak nangis, you rasa happy, you rasa macam sakitnya tapi macam macam mana? Macam tu. All those things you rasa at the same time. It's a beautiful feeling. Your time will come. I pray the best for you.
Babe, I have this really terrible feeling that it actually might come.
Why terrible feeling pula?
I don't know, because you have such good energy. Kind of, when you tell me it's going to come, I'm like,
Trust me, your time will come. Mana Alex? Mana Alex?
My brother's just going to be like, you have to get it done because I'm not doing it. Men, right? You get away with everything. No, okay, so now that you've got 2 boys, is this how... Now that you've changed your mind about kids, like, is there a number that you're thinking? Like, what? How are you proceeding moving forward? Like, what's the? Are you done?
Okay, biologically, I'm 32.
Yeah, which is fine. Biologically, that's totally okay, babe.
But mentally, I'm like 18. Cik tak adalah. Biologically, I'm 32. So I tak nak lah macam dah over.
Babe, I would like to also tell you something.
Yeah.
Right? Biologically, for someone who just went through labor, like barely even a month ago, you look like you're getting more sleep than me. Like, why do you look so good?
Makeup,
why are you glowing?
No lah.
No, it's really not fair because like I don't even have an excuse to be looking this hot, babe.
Tak adalah. Dia kan, bila you ada anak kecil ni, 2 jam you akan berjaga setiap malam. Setiap 2 jam. Dia macam ada alarm clock kat badan dia.
Dia tahu.
It's 2 hours now, I'm awake.
Faham.
Macam tu.
Yeah.
Dia sama dia nak susu ke, dia nak tukar pampers dia ke, dia saja je tak nak bagi tidur.
But also probably because like he just got here. So he's not used to spending more than like a few seconds not being on you somehow, right? So he's just like woken up and he's like, whoa, no, this is not where I'm meant to be going. He's like, where's my mom?
Betul.
Yeah.
But itulah. Suddenly kan, the girl yang macam tak nak.
Yeah.
tak suka kids. ada 2 orang anak and planning to get more.
Are you? Okay, so
Oh
back
my
to my
goodness.
previous question. Berapa?
Terasa
Berapa?
Lucas Caesar I lah.
If you could choose,
Okay,
obviously, how many?
I ada 4 orang adik-beradik
Okay.
and I love having a lot of siblings. I rasa happy, I rasa seronok ada
Yeah.
adik-beradik. Yes. And adik-beradik I pula function teruk.
Ada
Best
seorang
gila.
doktor,
Oh my God.
ada seekor itik dan ayam, macam ugak lah
Yeah, so seronok tau ada adik-beradik yang ramai. So I was kind of hoping that for my children juga. I rasa the best gift you can give your child is another sibling for that child.
I
So they
agree.
boleh grow up together. And I grew up without a father. It's difficult. But bila abang I yang sulung pula pass away, it's even more memberi kesan kepada hidup I. So now daripada 4, I ada 3 orang adik-beradik. Sedih tu sedih because he's such an amazing brother. Such a good example. The best big brother there is. Baru je dia meninggal 2 minggu sebelum I lahirkan anak pertama I. On my mom's birthday. Yeah. So the fact that dia dah set a very 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 good example, itu yang I nak anak-anak I ada dengan adik-beradik dia. Yeah. So I'm hoping for 4. Tapi Syahiran ni nak 5 pula. So we'll see how. If God bagi, alhamdulillah. But after this one we need to plan. I told him, you cannot straight away sabar je Probably 4. Probably.
You are somebody that has actually like quietly in your own time been through so much, and like the really weird thing about this is that you can usually tell by a person's like outlook, disposition, and sometimes the people who are the strongest, the most positive, and the most like truly at peace. And it's sad to say this, but it kind of is the reality, are the people who have been through the most. Sebab that perspective that you have and how you view your life is usually taught by like the hardest experiences.
I selalu tengok kat my mom lah. Dia hadap suami dia tak ada, parents, anak sulung, ada seorang cucu juga. My eldest brother tu, anak sulung dia pun passed away because premature. So my mom, she faced a lot of losses in her life. Yeah, and losing a child is
Not something.
It's and hilang anak pada hari lahir dia. I honestly don't know how she managed to get over it. Sebab honestly Amy, I tak move on. My dad passed away, I tak move on. My abang passed away. Even though my dad passed away tu dah 26 tahun yang lalu, my brother, abang sulung I meninggal pun 2 tahun yang lalu, I still tak move on, honestly. Yeah. Losing a father is difficult, yes. Tapi I was so small tu. I nampak the struggle, the difficulty of my mom yang my mom kena face. But losing a brother, oh my God. It's the worst feeling ever. Waktu tu I pula nak bersalin lagi 2 minggu. My brother, Syahiran lah, dia macam, dia dudukkan I, and then I remember memang I menjerit hysteria sebab I paling close dengan dia, abang sulung I tu. So I banyak nangis. Yeah.
I if there's anything I can say, right? I lost my dad several years ago as well. And this was like my first loss. And sebelum tu, I said I was like invincible, babe. I was like, yeah, people go through loss, not me. Like my last loss major, I was 6 years old. It was my grandma.
Okay.
So I didn't really lose anyone. And then suddenly my dad was gone. And I was like, And secara mengejut, it was like not something anybody could have prepared for. It wasn't like a, you know, like a, oh, he's been sick for a while, you know. It's like, oh, he's just, like that. And then I was talking to my manager, who honestly has taught me so much about Islam, and she said something to me that really kind of like revolutionized my perspective. She said, tapi manusia adalah pinjaman Tuhan. And I was like, excuse me? Because I had never considered this. I betul-betul ingat macam, no, this is my mother, my brother, my father, my studio, my friends. Like, I really thought that, and she completely reshaped the way that I looked at it. And I never realized that, like, she's right. We don't really own any of the people, and they also are not supposed to own us. We're just trying to have each other for as long as we can. As long as God thinks that we have something to teach each other, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know, the reason macam mungkin benda tu macam was very cathartic for me to listen to is because I realized, like, I never lost my dad. He was my dad, but he was never like my belonging, you know. And I will never lose him because of that juga. So macam buat selama-lamanya, yeah, I've lost time with him, really. But does he not live on dalam semua pelajaran yang I pernah belajar daripada dia? In like the way that I look in my DNA, like it will never. And for a sibling, it's kind of even more, because it's 100% of you is also your brother. Yeah, he lives on in the way that you think, in the way that you are.
He was my father figure. I grew up without a father, and he set that very good example of a man, a devoted hamba kepada Tuhan, a devoted anak kepada mak, a devoted husband kepada isteri, a devoted brother, caring, funny, intelligent, annoying brother that he is.
Yeah.
To adik-adik dia. That's my brother. And you know, I have one more brother and a sister, and I have sister-in-law, yang two sisters-in-law yang macam sayang sangat-sangat. And you know, I'm holding on to this.
Yeah.
Holding on to these people that are in my life.
And now you have two beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby boys.
Yeah.
And hopefully at some point, maybe I have to have a girl.
I hope so.
She would be brilliant. I'm so sorry. It's not that I'm anti-boys or anything, kan? Tapi I think boys really need a strong mom. I think especially for boys, you need a really strong mom. But I think I just would love to see a mini you. Like, I would love to, because she would be so brilliant, beautiful, funny, and smart. And I think,
I hope so too. I don't know lah anak berapa, but hopefully, inshallah. Thank you for the prayer.
I know. I mean it. Yeah.
And I mean it for you as well.
One day. This is always
Let
a
us
topic.
all
I'm like,
amen to that.
terus Yutin, terus kaku. We'll see about that. So, I mean, the next thing that I kind of wanted to ask you, right, since we're almost at the end, is like, seeing as you just got out of pandang at the time of filming, what's next for you?
That's interesting. For now, I have yet to come across a script that I think berbaloi for me to leave my kids, my husband, for the time and the effort to be on set.
Understand.
Belum lagi dapat. Kalau dapat, probably I would want to get back on set, acting, be it a drama or a film. I'm open to it, okay? But for now, I'm doing hosting. Masih.
Of course.
Yes,
and you should never stop.
Yeah.
Please.
Hopefully. And if there's still opportunities, and if I'm ever wanted again in Indonesia this time around, I would gladly go, because my husband said go lah. You know? And somehow we'll make it work. Yeah, so that's what's next for me. What's next for me?
Yeah. I'm so excited for you, and I'm also so proud of you.
Aww, I'm proud of you too, Amy.
Yeah. But honestly, it's what I'm proud of you for is just for being like, firstly, exactly the same.
Aww.
Not changed anything at all.
Really? Except for the size?
No, in here and in here, you know, like macam from the moment that I met you, I feel like was 10 years ago. So obviously a lot's happened in both of our careers, but it really doesn't feel like much has changed. You know, except for maybe some experience related things, you know, for the both of us. But it's so nice to properly reconnect.
Oh, yeah.
And sebelum kita habis,
Okay.
we have our rapid fire section.
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready?
How rapid is this fire?
Quite lah.
Oh, okay.
Depends lah on how much you want to cook.
Oh, really? Okay, let's say.
Okay, the first question is, kalau you kena pilih di antara lakonan dan host 10
years later, you're asking me this.
10 years later, mana satu?
Both cannot.
Kenapa jawapan kita macam sama?
Dia geling kepala tu.
Dia geling. Oh, dia nak tahu juga sebenarnya.
Susah soalan ni.
Hosting. Faham? Okay.
You jawab apa?
Huh?
Lepas both tak boleh, you jawab apa kalau you kena soalan tu?
Acting. Terkejut dengan diri sendiri sebab
I change my answer lah. Acting lah. Cik tak adalah.
tak, mungkin I don't know lah. Secara logik kan, hosting. Sebab dia punya timing tu tak adalah membebankan sangat bandingkan dengan lakonan.
That's what I've been thinking.
Ya, tapi secara jujur.
Recorded, oh my god, tak nak kalau recorded.
Ya, tak payah. Live. In and out.
Yes.
10 minutes.
Bye.
Tapi secara jujur dalam hati, lakonan.
You know, just this is not rapid anymore, huh?
Ya, dia jadi really tengah goreng sekarang ni.
Because the art of creating tu yang best. The art of understanding and researching for a character tu best.
And the art of just like ping-ponging with somebody, but it's like super safe because it's not your actual emotions. So you're like,
and the fact that you can be dramatic there, but you cannot be in real life.
Yes, in real life people complain when I'm dramatic. I kena puji.
Betul. Like where else can you be a penyondol if not in a drama?
Thank you. Where else can you do all sorts of other things except for in a drama? I've already no, I'm not doing that anymore. No. And especially not if the character is Mat Saleh. Like please no, please.
Okay, what's the character that you want to carry?
That's my next question for you. What character do I want to carry?
Ni.
Like,
siapa yang tanya
siapa ni? Like just strong female characters.
Betul. Bukanlah nak kata done with watak wanita lemah dan disakiti ni, tidak. But it would be lovely to portray an intelligent, smart ass woman yang kick ass and you know, independent but respectful of men.
Yes.
Bukan yang nak kata yang balanced in every aspect, in every way.
Setuju.
Just to portray that character and be an icon walaupun it's a character. But to be that and to deliver that message. Benda tu lah. Kalau lah ada wujud watak macam tu kan.
That's the thing for me. It's not about the anyaya part because I think hardship is so important for any type of story, right? Like you need character development. You need it. So I don't mind portraying hardship, tapi the keputusan at the end, what if she was just like, actually, I don't need you. Bye.
Kan?
You know? Like, dia kena macam, sebenarnya kan, actually, I love you lah. Kena ke macam?
Kan?
Kena. Tak boleh break up.
Tak boleh.
Baiklah. Okay.
Not so rapid, man.
Not so rapid. Okay, dream place to travel if you have the time.
Shahiran, if you're listening. Dream place. I wanna go to Switzerland.
Ooh, good choice. Cold.
Yes.
I have a feeling like you enjoy that. And
yes.
Okay. Sebab this is actually very close to our Merdeka Day. So this is supposed to be our Merdeka episode, which I totally forgot to put in the intro. Selamat menyambut Hari Kemerdekaan semua. But we have some Merdeka related questions for you.
Yeah.
Favorite memory celebrating Merdeka?
Dekat sekolah.
What happened in school? What was it like?
You know, sekolah kan seronok.
With
all
your
the perayaan.
friends. Yeah.
You know, you have pertandingan mewarna. You have pertandingan mengibar jalur gemilang. You have pertandingan pidato tentang semua I masuk.
You masuk semua? My gosh.
Tak cukup.
Tapi kan, I rasa macam siapa-siapa yang nak masuk pertandingan, if you nampak Uyaina dekat situ, balik. Sorry lah gang. Secara statistik,
Ayah nak balik sekarang ni.
No. Secara statistik, it's maths, right, babe? Kita nampak you punya track record selalu menang.
Your punchline ujung-ujung ni lain macam lah, Amy.
Kalau I nak masuk pertandingan, I will see that I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this because you're going to win. I already know. So baik, I jangan membuang masa.
I just snorted.
Sedar diri je lah, babe. Macam I masuk bila you tak ada kot. Yeah. Itu untuk yalah. Okay. Your favorite city in Malaysia?
Susahnya. Walaupun I datang daripada Perak. City.
City.
Okay, kalau city, I love Kuala Lumpur. I just love I love KLCC. Sampai I kahwin pun nak background KLCC. I'm not kidding you.
I get it.
I tak boleh nature lebih daripada 3 hari. I kena concrete jungle.
Faham.
Walaupun I budak kampung yang tak sedar diri. But I kena hutan. I kena concrete jungle. I kena nampak pembangunan dan bangunan dan kereta dan hon-hon. I kena.
Babe, so you know something yang tengah kacau otak I, right? Is that online sekarang on TikTok, it's so cool to be like macam I'm unplugged. Like
healing tu.
Healing retreat. I'm like,
I cannot heal like that.
For me kan, that looks like my idea of stress. Like
You pun sama ke?
it's me in the forest like what's the I can't. It's not sebab dia panas. Dia bukan sebab dia panas. Dia bukan sebab insects. Dia bukan sebab apa. It's just because like I need I just need to feel it. It needs to be noisy.
For me it's safe.
Yeah. Like it's too
gives me
quiet.
that warmth.
Right.
Ada hidupan lain.
Yeah. Thank you. Dapat bahasakan problem
dan
ni.
mungkin ular dan mungkin bear.
Yeah.
And whatever is in the jungle. I need my concrete jungle.
Faham.
Thank you very much.
Sama. Okay. Your comfort food.
Comfort food. Ayam masak kicap.
Good answer. Your favorite Merdeka song.
I nak nyanyi apa tau? Oh, balik kampung salah lagu lah. Salah tema.
That's a different
Okay.
different time.
Ni lagu-lagu tu sekolah juga.
Yeah.
Buruh nelayan dan juga petani. You tahu tak lagu tu?
No, I know.
Ya hidup kini dah berubah.
Lyrics dah macam tertinggal sikit. Tapi
Come on, Aim.
Yeah.
Yes, that song.
I know. Nanti I
Nostalgic
kita
tau lagu
karaoke
tu.
after this. Okay.
Karaoke lagu tu tak okay lah.
Okay, kalau tak karaoke, kita berlawan jap jokes.
Weh, I tak fikir lagi weh. Terus tak senang duduk ni.
I boleh bagi you ilham sekejap.
Okay, go.
You wanna
Okay.
know? Okay. Lawyer apa yang tak bagus?
Lawyer apa yang tak bagus?
Yes. Kenapa dia gelak?
I baru nak cakap. Tak baiklah benda ni. Kalau ada lawyer yang tengok mati aku.
Babe, you kena fikir lagi bodoh daripada apa yang you tengah fikir sekarang ni. Apa yang you tengah fikir sekarang ni terlalu logik, I rasa.
Lawyer
boleh nampak.
apa yang tak bagus?
Yeah. Lawyer tekak. Babe, janganlah reaction macam tu je, babe.
Come on, Nim, you can do better. Okay, make me laugh. Kita tukar konsep show ni.
Okay.
I nak cakap tadi lawyer buruk. Tapi macam bukanlah
That was the worst reaction I've ever seen in my life. I'm so sorry. I think
Sorry, I'm so honest in my expression.
Babe.
I'm so sorry.
I quit. Like, I'm never doing this song. It was just like sampai I tengah fikir balik macam itu punchline dia kan. Sorry. Tak apa, it's okay. Orang yang tengah tengok sekarang ni lagi worse lah dia orang punya reaction.
I ada lah satu, but it's getting blurry. Apa? I had a good laugh for this one. Okay, ada lagi ke? You ada lagi?
You're gonna hate it though.
Come on.
Okay.
Try me.
Kereta Subaru yang dah buruk, you panggil apa?
Selama. Betul tak?
Yeah. What kind of weight do Muslims like during Shawwal?
Apa dia?
What kind of weight?
Weight?
Berat? Weight. No, wait. Like macam menunggu.
Oh, weight. Okay.
Weight. Do Muslims like during Shawwal?
Shawwal? What's got to do with food?
Yeah.
Lah, benda ni pun nak kena fikir. Food
Wait, what kind of weight?
Oh. The weight. That's a good one.
Yeah? Okay, I got one more for you.
I thought it's like something to do with food sebab shower kan. Hey, what's another thing yang kita suka to shower?
The
The
weight.
weight.
So they're improving.
Yes.
So maybe this is the one. Are you ready?
Okay, let's go.
Tikus.
Aha.
Kalau dia masuk
Kenapa
Islam,
dia dah
dia
gelak
jadi
dulu?
apa? Sebab dia yang tulis.
Oh, ya ke?
Tikus. Kalau dia masuk Islam, dia jadi apa?
Kenapa semua dah gelak ni? Tikus ini Islam kenapa? Is it so stupid?
It's really so bad. I had to triple check that I could say this. let me just make sure. Muslim.
Yay! You see the progress?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like to level up.
Oh my god, girl.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay dah, you dah buat banyak, so I tak payah bagi dah.
Oh macam tu. Oh macam tu.
I really have nothing.
It's okay. It's okay.
Walaupun I ada banyak baca benda tu, tapi seronok. Tapi dia macam terlupa, tak tahu apa benda.
Tapi sekarang hari ni you dah belajar 4 yang baru.
Yes. I boleh balik ni cakap kat Syahiran, nak tengok reaction dia macam mana. I'm going to record, I'm going to send to you.
Please. Akan masukkan dalam episode ni.
Syahiran lagi teruk tau.
You really?
Dia akan macam macam tu.
I don't think my ego boleh survive. you kena tapis dulu baru send kat I. Kalau reaction tu tak memberi, janganlah send babe. I kena tidur tau malam ni. I tak boleh kena tembak 2 kali dalam sehari tu too much.
Korang edit out yang punya muka yang
nanti editor I zoom babe. Dia akan letak benda tu freeze frame. And then I akan macam dia akan cut back to me macam sad music. Tiba-tiba ada filter dulu babe. Anyway, sebelum kita habiskan episod kita untuk hari ni, is there anything you want to say to your fans who are watching?
I want to say to you first.
Thank
you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you.
It's like walking down memory lane of
Sangat,
my own life, which I pun dah lupa banyak. Thank you so much. And you're such a good person to talk to, to talk with. Thank you so much for your wit and lame jokes at the end. And thank you to the whole team. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. Terima kasih banyak-banyak. Teruskan memberi sokongan anda. Thank you. Semoga yang baik untuk you guys juga. Amin.
I have something to say too. Thank you for coming and thank you sebab memberi kepercayaan pada kami, kita orang, to walk down memory lane of your life with you. I know it's like you've been through a lot and it's not easy to open up about some of these things. So I feel very honored. And I also think that like genuinely you have been such an inspiration. And sebenarnya sebelum episode ni start pun, I was telling everybody this whole week, this episode is going to be so good. Just because I know how intelligent you are. And so it absolutely was everything and even more than I expected it to be. And it's so nice to meet somebody in the same industry as you who like is exactly who you expect them to be. And it's not just to the level of what you see on TV only, and then you meet them in real life and you're like, woo, okay, maybe not the same, but you are just as brilliant, just as articulate, just as like really inspiring as anyone would expect you to be on TV in real life, genuinely.
You nak handbag apa? Order.
I just know you can like jokes, I bet.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Kita berjumpa same time, same place next week. Macam biasa. Bye.